The one and only Level Unlock Podcast, episode 93!
Whoop,
I hope all your mic spiked there.
whoop.
Good. Welcome back, everybody, once again to another episode of the Level Unlock Podcast. We're slowly but surely getting to that magical episode number 100 as we wind down the year. Let's,
man.
oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We got 4 people on, I think, for the first time in it's been a minute. Usually, it's been like a 2 people podcast, 3 people.
Yeah.
Something happens.
Sorry.
It's been a
I'm so
fat min.
excited.
I know.
I feel like I'm at a
It's been,
party.
I know, right? Hang out with their best bros.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
time.
we're social distancing.
Yeah.
Very
How
much
many
so.
pixels are we far away from each other? I mean, this much. This is like, I don't know, 2 feet. Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, pretty much. Close enough. Welcome once again. As always, if you guys would like to become part of this amazing family, you can definitely do so at the Level Unlock Podcast, which you find that at podbean.com/Level Unlock Podcast and on Level Unlock Podcast and all the social medias. So, how's everybody been? What's brewing? What's up, Mark? I haven't seen you. Haven't seen you. I mean, you haven't been on the podcast together at least in a minute. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, yeah. I'm not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. I honestly, school has been a really big thing for me. If you plan on getting your MBA, make sure you have enough time for it. Even
Yeah.
though that's not gaming, but that's a word of advice for everyone. That's
Mark's
what
word
I've
of
been doing.
advice.
Is pretty much schoolwork, trying to keep up with that. And then whenever I do have some time, I've been playing a handful of games. I've been trying to get some small projects done. I bought a small file server that I've also been working on trying to get set up. Hopefully, I'll be streaming our podcast sometime next week whenever I get that all set up again. And yeah, it's just a busy week. I'm trying to get remotivated and back into it. But as far as video games go, I guess we've been playing a bunch of Call of Duty that came out this week.
Right on.
So that's what. Yeah. No,
How you guys liking
which
that?
it's actually a lot better than I initially expected, I would say.
It's really good.
Yeah, like
Bro.
the story is really interesting. It has a lot of varied gameplay. Has a lot of I don't know, just it's been able to keep my attention, and you can go
Okay.
back to the missions and they all seem kind of important. Similar goes to the zombies and multiplayer. They all seem kind of interconnected to the big story that they've been trying to make. And then also within the maps and different game modes, you can find little pieces of lore that relate to everything. So it's built very well. I think it's honestly a really good game. The multiplayer is a Call of Duty multiplayer, so it's kind of so in my opinion.
Is it your typical Call of Duty multiplayer? Like you're running around just shooting each other like you usually would, or what?
They do provide those game modes, but
Okay.
they introduced a few different ones that I honestly haven't personally played. Like they introduced the VIP game mode, as well as like a
I haven't
game
tried
mode
that
that
out yet.
another one called Dirty Bomb, which I guess there's one person just carrying a bomb and you're supposed to carry it somewhere, or something like that. I honestly
Like,
haven't
hey,
played it, but
I found this
I-
thing.
so. $60, it's difficult to say if it's really worth it, but I've been getting my money's worth and enjoying it, especially
Okay.
whenever you have people to play it with. Zombies is really fun. I've been playing that solo actually a lot too, and I feel it's a lot more structured, having more like clear objectives and what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to progress.
Gotcha.
So yeah, for the time being, I would say I recommend it, but it's not one of those games that I overwhelmingly recommend. But for a Call of Duty, I would say it's one of the better ones.
Okay. That's awesome. Have you
Yeah.
have you put a lot of time into it? I
Um,
mean, I know you've been playing it quite
Probably.
a bit with the group this week, but like, do you think that
Yeah.
you'll be putting more into it?
I guess that's my bigger question is I'm on the last mission of the campaign, so I don't know if I'm really going to replay it that much once the campaign's finished. Like it's good. Like the missions have, a 1 or 2 times replayability value, I would say. Like there's other like what's the word? Hidden things that you can go around and find, which is pretty interesting. But after you do that once or twice, you kind of lose the appeal of the entire thing.
Okay.
So story is it's good for the time being, but once I finish it, I don't feel there's going to be that much there. Multiplayer again is kind of so. So I maybe have to play those other game modes to see if I am really going to be brought into multiplayer. Otherwise, the only thing that seems to keep my attention would be zombies, and even that is getting kind of repetitious, I think is the right word.
I'm sure they're gonna add new maps and stuff.
Yeah,
Repetitive.
that's what I'm hoping for, but the game just came out a few days ago, and I don't know. It's getting slightly stale for me, but at least for a game, like I'm still really enjoying it. Like the gunplay is really good. It plays really fast. I don't know, game modes aren't completely stupid, etc. What do you guys think? I know
Well,
I've
yeah.
talked
Who
about-
else has? What other of you gentlemen have this game?
What is No Man's Sky?
No.
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty? Oh, sorry. I missed that first part.
Okay.
What part is getting stale to you? The whole thing?
Yeah, like for me, like I feel that there's not a crazy amount of variation in the game once you get really deep into it. Like you finish the campaign, you get into the multiplayer, and it kind of seems like another Call of Duty multiplayer. I guess I haven't played those other new game modes, but even playing the larger game modes, which are supposedly new, I still was just like, this is kind of monotonous, and it's not crazy rewarding. But you guys might feel it differently because I know my attention span for first person shooter multiplayers aren't really there unless there's a huge objective to it.
To me, it feels. I almost. Well, it's like, I don't know. Playing that and playing Modern Warfare, which I have recently done, it's honestly the same thing. Obviously, you have zombies now, which that's refreshing. It's fucking hard as shit, but I haven't played the campaign, so I can't say that side of it. Obviously, there's a level of difficulty because the weapons are different from Modern Warfare.
Are they a
Modern
lot
Warfare
different?
has, yeah, the Modern Warfare is new age guns, while
Yeah, this is the
Black
80s.
Ops is from the
Reagan
70s.
era.
Yeah, old guns, old snipers, things like that. So it's not bad. I like it. But once again, once you kind of play a Call of Duty, you more or less have played them all.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's my
multiplayer side of
issue.
it, like we did custom games the other day. Me, Mark,
Oh, yeah,
James,
that's something
Aim,
else too to mention.
and Nate. There wasn't a lot of variety
Mm-mm.
when it came to the
Um,
customs.
And it also appears in this game that they don't have any like custom game specific maps anymore.
Mm-mm.
So all of the maps are available to you, which are kind of cool. But before, they gave you maps that were specifically for 3, 4, 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have
So yeah,
any small maps.
yeah. So now we're playing 5 people on a map that's meant for 20. So
It just takes
sometimes,
a while, and it's not crazy entertaining from time to time.
yeah. And so you're running around, you're trying to find each other, and that we did find a couple small maps. There was like the warehouse that was smaller, and then the one outside map was a little smaller.
Yeah.
The warehouse I think was the smallest.
Yeah, the one with the plane.
Yeah, but there was no way. Like, you remember Schroeder when we had all coded, we did like uh grenades only. We did like um knives only and shit.
Yeah, a bunch of like really random custom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they don't have like options like that anymore.
Interesting.
Well,
So you
I thought
basically
you had to make the because I remember us having to make the loadouts.
I was
Yeah,
just
we
saying,
had
like,
to-
just
Ninja
because
and
it's
stuff
so
well,
like
I
that.
meant like how
And
we
then
always did it in those
custom.
super small knit,
Oh.
like really close maps where it was like bam, 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 one, like death, 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 death. Now it's like death,
Right. Those were pretty funny.
30.
Those were
30
hilarious,
seconds,
actually.
45
Yeah.
seconds, maybe a
Yeah.
minute,
No more
death.
gulag in the showers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no group hug in
Yeah.
the showers.
Which
God, I miss
obviously
those
they-
days.
Which is weird because Warzone is a part of a part of Black Ops. So I'm surprised they don't have the gulag in this, but I guess they just don't want you to. They continuously have the same maps in every single game.
Hmm.
They want different. Obviously, I think when the updates and stuff come, that'll change. So, but we'll
Hope
see.
so.
But we'll see what happens. And yeah, it's interesting for sure. I haven't played the campaign. What do you guys? I know you played a lot of the campaign, James. What was your take on that?
I love the campaign. I think it's the best campaign of any Call of Duty, to be honest. I mean, I thought how it varies the gameplay up from, shoot, kill, everything, bang, 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 to I gotta be stealthy here. I can't
Yeah.
get caught. To, hey, let me investigate this area so I can get evidence so I can do stuff for a different side mission.
Yeah, like what's all the decoding and stuff you've had to do? Like,
Yeah,
what's
was
all
for
that
a
about?
That's for a side mission. Had to fully decode, shit a la elite hacker.
I've heard of your hacking skills, your hacking prowess, as one might say.
Yeah, I mean,
You're very gifted in this, I heard.
It's a lot of fun. I had a blast
Good.
doing that. And all the codes are randomly generated. So like you really have to, you can't just like look up a guide.
Mhm.
I had to look up a guide to figure out how to decode one thing, but
Yeah, I looked up a guide too, and I looked at like so many different places. I was like, somebody just give me the fucking answer. I have all this stuff here. I just don't want to like spend an hour trying to figure this out.
just looking at my piece of paper with a bunch of notes on it, I'm just
And-
like, what do?
I just
Yeah,
refused to write it down for a while.
I don't
That
think
was my
it'll.
downfall.
I don't think it'll sell nearly as much as Modern Warfare did.
It's
there you go.
already become the best selling. It's sold more than any other Call of Duty, digitally at least. So,
Shit's wild, dude.
That is
Maybe.
pretty crazy.
it's probably going to be the best selling Call of Duty.
Now, it's. I think for a short amount of time yet will be, but to beat Modern Warfare it'll be hard. It was the Modern Warfare is the best-selling game in the last 10 years, so that'll be hard to beat.
Well, it usually is year over year, isn't it?
Yeah, usually.
Well, like this Call of Duty went like Modern Warfare went above and beyond, but that also introduced Warzone and a bunch of different things that people just loved. So we'll see. We'll see how long it goes. It's good. I think they need to add more, which I think they will. Is the battle pass is not the battle pass. This all the upgrades and the maps. You get those for free. Do you have to pay for them like you used to?
I think you have to. I think it's free. Oh my god, I don't Forbes.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I'm gonna be so pissed off if I have to pay for map packs again.
Yep.
After paying
Yeah.
$60 for a game.
I think that'd be super fucking shitty of them if they go and like, hey, we're no longer charging you for the new map packs, to going back to, hey, we're charging you for the map packs.
Yeah, just thinking back to like Modern Warfare 2 days, or
Yep. That right there will cut the sales off hard.
it's like 4 or 5 map packs on that. I guess.
Yep. Yeah,
Otherwise,
that'll
you
cut it
really
hard.
couldn't play with anybody. I mean, you could. Otherwise, it would just take forever to matchmake because everybody had these cool new maps.
Oh yeah. Um, I don't know where we were, so in terms of
I think I was talking about playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that I
Yeah,
played that a
so-
bunch this week.
So real quick, yeah, Black Ops Cold War sets a new record for the highest first day digital sales in the franchise's history.
nice.
Dang.
So
Yeah, I was one of the people that picked it up digitally, so it's definitely a part of it.
me too.
What else did I play? I played some No Man's Sky. They put out the next generation update for not next generation update. They actually have an update called Next Generation, but the update for new consoles, which has a lot of quality of life improvements, um, optimization, as well as just honestly the worlds are a lot more full and a lot more life, a lot more going on. So I'd recommend checking it out, because it's pretty much a brand new game now on new consoles.
Oh, good shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it runs really well. Not incredibly well, but it runs
Good enough.
significantly better than it used to.
Nice.
For the amount of things that they're able to render on screen and the view distance without like really compromising too heavily on that. Like I think they do really well on this update.
Nice. So it's pretty well optimized.
Yeah, definitely would recommend. Little No Man's Sky, pick it up. Played some Planet Coaster. I know that came out on next
Ooh.
generation consoles as well. This week.
I forgot that came out. How is Planet Coasters? Does it take you back to the days of Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Um, it's more closely resembles Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
Mhm.
But it has more management stuff to it and a lot more. I don't know. It's a lot more complicated than I would say Roller Coaster Tycoon, where
It's a more
that was more.
sim heavy.
Yeah, yeah. Where Planet Coaster is more about making sure everything works, or yeah, as you said, sim heavy. I think about 2/3 of the way through the main story of it, so I have like 40 out of 60 stars, on the scenarios. And put it in perspective, you get 3 stars per scenario, so I've done a bunch, and I've been playing it since I think this has been in beta on PC, so it's
Wow.
been a pretty good game. And it definitely runs hell of a lot better now than it did, 2 years ago.
Good. They had time.
uh,
They had time and money to work on it, so
Yeah, and they even released Planet Zoo, which I personally haven't put that much time into it, but if they're able to put out another game in the same kind of genre, they must be doing something right.
Right.
Um, what else did I play? I haven't been here for a while. Played some Teardown, which is a voxel-based
Ooh,
destruction simulator
how
game.
is that?
Uh, really great.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
one where you kind of have to almost plan a heist, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
looked really cool.
I really enjoyed my time playing it. I think for an early access or whatever, it's like $20 on Steam. So whenever I first picked it up, I was just like, I don't really know how much I would enjoy this that much, but I've put about 4 or 5 hours into it, and I mean, I really enjoy it. I can't wait for more content. It's honestly kind of difficult once you get a little bit later into the game, but I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected. It's definitely a great experience.
Nice. Yeah, it seemed really cool when I saw it. I forget where they showed it off at. It could have been the Xbox event that they showed it off, and it looked really, really cool.
I know it was one of the showcase things during the Steam Fall Developer Conference or whatever.
Hmm.
And Steam marketed that on their page for quite a while. I know it was one of their big things, and then I know after I saw that, a lot of YouTubers also picked it up. So I was just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll try it out. Has ray tracing support. Gotta get those traced rays,
Yep, gotta get
and
them trace rays.
gotta try it out. Just for the shits and giggles. And yeah, it's really good. I don't really have too many words to describe it. Like, it was just one of those games where you explore the different physics and tools that the sandbox gives you, and you're like, wow, this is really neat, and you figure out different solutions to various puzzles. It, it, it's a great experience, but it's still in early access. I would keep that in mind. There's a handful of things that aren't crazy polished, even though the game is still really good and entertaining, and you can finish the missions no problem. But there are a handful of things, physics-wise and gameplay-wise, that need polishing. But
Fair enough. But it's an early access, so they got
yeah, it's I can't
got
wait
time.
to see where it goes because as of right now, I know it's really good, so it's just gonna get better. I hope. And yeah, I think that's gonna be all I did this week. It's enough of me talking.
Shit. What about you, Schroeder?
Bro, it has been a mostly eventful week. I've been pushing more buttons in the past week than I think I have in the past 2 months. It's been insane. I've been
How
trying
many
to
buttons did you
enough that
All
my
of the buttons.
wrist hurts.
approximately?
Like, gosh darn, a million. Purple
Ooh,
tunnel's
okay,
acting
that's
up.
a lot of buttons.
Yeah. No,
That's a lot of
I
buttons.
really did do a bunch though. I basically I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You've done this more than once, I'm sure, but I took everything off of my desk. All of the things, monitors, microphone, cameras, garbage, that rag there that I use for
Did
you
that
know,
yesterday.
hey. So really? Yesterday?
Yeah, literally rearranged my entire office.
It's
and
crazy.
Like
Must be in the
my
air.
my desk is over here now.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I don't see the Wii steering wheel box, the Wiimote steering wheel box.
Right. So
I
yeah,
missed that
man.
thing.
Work on it.
It is weird not seeing all your cool because you did have a pretty cool background. You better fix that. Land like my house. Knock that shit off. But for real though, cleaned up a bunch of stuff. Added a third monitor. Still haven't plugged it in. It's been like 4 days. I've had a black monitor directly in front of me, and then I got the other two over here. It's actually a little tiny TV. I've sacrificed late night falling asleep to the community for show. It's plural. So I've been doing that. I threw the Yeti out the window. I'm tired of it. It's so stupid.
Yeet.
It pisses me off. It's too sensitive. I put 100 noise gates on it. Like, and you're like, oh, a noise or a limiter or whatever the hell they're called. And you're like, oh, that should be plenty. Well, guess what? When you talk, look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, I gotta find a spot. Right. I'm gonna do nothing. What? Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Right? You can hear the keyboard
Yeah.
a little bit. Not too crazy,
Yeah.
but you still hear it. Watch this.
Mhm.
Watch this. Watch this. Can you hear it?
No.
Right? Because that's what
Yeah.
filters do. Well, guess what? When you are talking and you have the Yeti on, this sounds like the keyboard is right here and you're punching it in the mouth. Like repeatedly, just punching the shit out of the keyboard. It's so loud. I hated it. I really did. It angered me pretty often. So I threw that out the window. I grabbed this older mic I had hanging out, cleaned it up, hooked it up, ran some filters through it. I think it sounds better. I don't know. I got to do more testing. I just kind of threw it together. So that's one thing. Updated the studio a little bit. There's still a bunch more stuff to do, but it is a start. I created a couple overlays for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you did. I seen
I
those.
saw you streaming Pokemon Go. I got the notification when I woke up this morning.
Hell
that you were
yeah.
streaming Pokemon Go.
Right? I did one where I was doing a couple battles, and I did one where I deleted like 1,000 Electabuzzes. So I'm getting the hang of it. I found a software out there that is not a typical software. There's actually no real type of. There's really no GUI interface to it at all. There's a list of commands you type into a command prompt, and that's how you stream from your phone to your
Nice.
computer.
Did you use SciPy or whatever I
Hold
posted?
on. I think I looked at that, but there's something about it that I wasn't feeling. Maybe. Where did I post it? Because I posted it somewhere, so I wouldn't freaking forget it. I put it. I don't know where the hell I put it, honestly. Here,
no
probably.
problem.
I'll find it.
Just
I'll find it.
curious.
I know. I actually wanted it. I'll post it in. Wait, I put it in the splash screen Discord under stream tips, I think. Okay. No, just how to improve the quality of your webcam. Okay, I have to add that there. Because it's really handy. I'll find it. Actually. Here, Android screen sharing. What is it called? Oh, that's the program. Script P? I don't know. I'll find it. I'll share it. Check it out. It's pretty cool. Very light, it seems. But I was using the I was using the Microsoft thing that's built in the phone app.
Yeah, I think
And
that's the app I sent to you.
okay, well, the one that's built into the Windows.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, it's not great. I
No.
know
Oh,
you're
it's
having a
not.
bunch of
Not at
problems.
all.
Yeah. Well, you go to use it, and then you go to use it, and if you do anything else that jumps over the screen of your thing, it will totally shut it off on the Microsoft one. This one doesn't do that. Like kind of if you screen share or if you have an overlay that records your screen and it's plugged into your Microsoft app, it doesn't work. But this thing works great. So that's a thing, and I will put that in the stream tips on the Splash Screen Discord, of which that's the other thing I've been working on. I've been trying to get the I've been trying to get this thing updated. It's coming along. There was a lot of permission issues. There was a lot of role issues. Those are being cleaned up one at a time. I'm also like reorganizing the way that the labels and the channels are set up. So I'm kind of going through that because I intend on using it pretty heavily in the not too distant future. Hoping, anyways. We'll see. What else? Updated that. It's been a lot, honestly, bros. It's just been a lot of that type of thing. It's been a whole lot of
busy work.
Yeah, really a lot of busy work. A ton of busy work. Figured out the network issue. It was my modem after all, which I might have brought up last week.
Okay, your
I don't
internet
remember.
fix. That's a plus as hell.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a plus. It's definitely helped my spirit. Bro, I legitimately got to the point where I just was like, this is my life now. I'm not a streamer anymore. Done. It's over. It's over. But I called up my homeboy who was like, "Yo, let me see the underside of that modem." Sent him a picture of it, and he's like, "Yeah, those are trash. Go to the store and ask for this one." And I swapped it out, and everything is good now. I think. Knock on wood. Let's see. Studio. I'm just kind of going through some notes of just what I've been doing this week.
Walker, what are you watching? Walker, what are you watching?
I don't realize I was muted. I'm sorry. I got a video sent to me.
Hi. Well, this too. I mean, I'm not gonna have much for the news, but so I'm just gonna throw everything into this week thing because I'll be talking about whatever you guys are talking about. There's something also I'm gonna be dropping. It's a Aimrite. Did you guys anybody see what Aimrite posted? It's a link to Ableton Lite for free.
Okay.
Anybody else spot that?
I seen that post.
Yeah, I will provide a link. I'll put that under the stream tips as well, just because it's an audio editing software on the Discord. But from what I've understood, from what he was telling me yesterday, not only does it give you, and you have some time too. It's like December something is when this deal goes away, but it's Ableton Live Lite free, and then the website that it's hosted or that this deal is going through has a ton of free plugins. So, and again, I mean, I was talking to Aim about it, and dude's like, I've never seen a deal like this is possibly the best deal they've ever done, ever. So, I don't know. He's an amazing music producer, and I recommend
He's the one that made the intro to this podcast.
Yeah, heeding his words on scooping it up while you can. Even if you don't think you're really going to play with it much, I'd still scoop it while it's free, right? You know, if you get a bug up your ass and you want to plug in a keyboard and start putzing away, you know, it's nice to be able to just do that. So I highly recommend checking that out. I streamed a little bit of Hellblade.
How do you like it?
I really like it.
I knew you would.
Yeah, it's super duper cool. My excitement, however, was dispelled a little bit by my stream disconnecting and all of that cuckery. So,
But hey, now you can stream it and not have to worry.
yeah, not only can I stream it, dude, I was doing some testing because I've been updating everything, and bro, I'm able to push my bitrate to some it's not necessary to do it because you can. I mean, I think what is it? Twitch is the highest at 6,000. I think.
like that.
I think they're the highest at that. Facebook is I think 4 or 5, and YouTube I think is actually no. I think YouTube is the highest with going up to kind of unlimited, really. But I was able to push it to like.
Yeah, because I think YouTube you can stream in 4K.
Yeah, you can, yeah. So it's ridiculous. I looked it up the other
That's
day.
at
It was
least,
like
I think,
50.
12.
No,
or-
bro, it was
No.
way
I'm
up
thinking
there.
of megabytes for download. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
But nonetheless, it should be much better quality. I'm hoping, much less lagging and other cuckery. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna restart that series. Actually, I'm gonna delete those videos, and because I only played for like an hour and like 10 minutes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
delete
So you're
those.
not like that far in at all.
Right. Yeah, I didn't dig too deep into it yet. But everybody who was watching, it's like, dude, this stuff is nuts. So everybody seemed to enjoy it. But other than that, I downloaded the Bendy stream that I did like a year ago, just for something to play with. I've been kind of playing with the idea of streaming it again, actually, instead of doing this. So one option I have is to, which I already did this, I downloaded it, and then I can put it in the editor and cut it up and break it into digestible sized episodes. Because right now it's 1 6-hour video, right?
Fuck.
Who wants that? Nobody wants that. Nobody's ever going to watch that. Who's going to watch
Yeah.
that? I wouldn't watch that, and I made it. Like, you know what I mean? So what
You
I'm,
played it for 6 hours straight.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I picked it. It's funny too because I had a shit day at work. I had a super shit day at work.
I think I remember that day. I watched some of that stream.
Bro, I pulled it up just to see it, and it's like, it's time to do something other than what I was doing earlier, because what I was doing earlier was bullshit. Or some, I don't remember. I don't remember what I said, but it was kind of funny.
Bullshit.
I just don't want to I don't want to think about what that was we were doing earlier anymore, or something. I don't know, but so I'm thinking about, should I pull it down, cut it up, and then put it back in those pieces, or leave it alone and start a whole just redo it, and same idea, cut it up and digest it, but with more of that in my mind while producing, because that wasn't in my mind when I was. But it is funny. Dude, towards the end, towards the end of that, I'm a little drunk. I'm super tired, like super tired. I worked the whole day and then beat Bendy. So by the end of it, I'm like, you know how I get when I start getting a little lucid. Yeah. Right. So it is a really funny experience, a nice ride. Maybe I'll do both. Because I did go through the Devil Door. There's the Devil Door and the Angel Door. So I could do one playthrough of the Devil Door, which was that, and then do another playthrough with the Angel Door, which I don't think there's any.
I would do like redo it, but do the Angel Door.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Do the other door this time. Then this way I kind of do both, because that other one is kind of funny. I might still pull it down, clean it up, and repost it. Do both. I don't know. But that has been what I have been up to. Is there anything else worth telling you guys? Played the shit out of Pokemon Go. Dudes, I went yesterday, 2 days ago was Community Day. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was Sunday. Community Day, if you are not aware, one specific type of Pokemon that's typically pretty rare, usually, will spawn in overabundance for a couple hours. And then there's usually a few events that are going on at the same time. It's kind of cool. Well, because the weather was shit, I didn't want to sit at the park where I usually go and do this. So I'm like, I'm going to take a little drive around the peninsula. Mm-hmm. I don't know where you people were on this planet.
On this amazing adventure.
But Erie on Sunday looked like a tornado went through this bitch.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bro.
I really.
it was bad. It was real bad.
Bro, trees were I'm driving along. I got this on my lap. I'm going like 3 miles an hour. But I'm driving along, And in this, I got my catcher, you know, so I'm being smart about it. My catcher's catching, not me. I hate catching anymore. It's annoying. I'll just wiggling my finger and it's fucking ripping the clear coat off of my screen. I hate it. Literally, it looks like I have a big blotch on my screen. No, that's just where my finger has completely gotten rid of all of the clear coat. Anyways, so I'm driving along and the fucking trees are falling, dude. And I'm like, this is wild. I got to get out of here. But I'm a rebel and I still got Pokemon to catch, so I'm going to go around instead of turning around and leaving. I'm just going to finish my journey through the around. Bro, I got about a mile. No, because it's only it's like 6 miles or something. I got not too far away from what's that monument?
Harry's Monument.
Harry's Monument. Yes. Bro, there's an area the lake was like 2 feet higher.
Yeah.
No joke. I had to drive through like 2 feet of like I'm driving along and on this side is flooded woods and on this side is the ocean. And I am in it.
Yeah.
I am in the ocean but it's over there, way deeper over there, but I'm still in it. Driving. Catching Pokemon. And there's huge branches down in the road under the water, so I can't cuckoo. I'm like, God damn. Bro, I ended up getting around the other. Oh, and when I got to the other side, where the actual yes, very tight butthole, very, very tight butthole. And when I got around to the other side, I actually got a video. I did do a video. I'm gonna post it somewhere. I was thinking Instagram because I never posted anything there. But there's the waves completely destroyed one of the beaches. The waves. So you go to the beach, you climb up the hill, and then there's like a whole bunch of beach for quite a while usually. Like maybe 40, 50 yards of beach. The water was coming up over the hill. I got out of the truck, climbed around the side, and I thought I was going to get sucked underneath by the water being pulled from, the hill's up here, I'm up here. The water is like coming up here, and I got to the top, and I'm like, wait a minute, because living in Florida, the water can pull the sand out from underneath, and then you get sucked in and out, and it's bad news bears. So like, I'm like, all right, I'm going back to the truck. I don't need that Bulbasaur.
Yeah, Walker. To put it in perspective, they closed down Presque Isle.
Oh, at 5:00. Yeah, when I on my way out, like because I made the conscious choice that I'm out of here, but I'm driving around, and as I'm going 6.5 miles an hour, a cop, a park police guy pulls up behind me and is like, "Hey man, you got to go." I was like, "I bet I know why. I'm willing to bet I have an eye."
I have a strong feeling as to the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I might have an idea as to why.
Today does not seem like a great beach day.
Yeah. I was at work when it really got bad. And I was maybe 5 feet away from I think Ali. And I couldn't hear him because the hail was coming down so goddamn hard.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That scared me too. That did scare me.
Yeah. It was real bad yesterday.
It was. Yesterday wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, it is
Yesterday
Monday.
was
That
Sunday.
was yesterday.
Yesterday was Sunday.
Yesterday was so intense. It feels like it was days. Like it feels like
a week ago.
Yeah, it was intense. It was pretty crazy. And then other than that, I mean, in my news, I have a little bit of Pokemon stuff, but I kind of just want to drop a link instead of talking about it forever, because you guys don't play that shit. And
feel free to drop whatever you'd like.
Yeah, maybe I'll just drop a link somewhere to their blog stuff. Which, if you're playing Pokemon, I don't even need to do that anyways. Because if you're not playing Pokemon, then who cares? And if you are playing Pokemon, you already know, because you got the little button on your phone that says news. Click on that, it's all there.
In the know for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, look through that stuff. Basically, the headlines are going to be that, which I don't know anything about, but Pokemon Home event?
Yeah.
I have no idea what Pokemon Home is.
Pokemon Home is, do you remember back in the day, Schroeder? You remember back when you're playing Pokemon like
Snap,
Ruby and Sapphire?
Okay.
and you got that little, you could buy that little disc for your GameCube that added extra Pokemon boxes to your GameCube memory card.
Yeah.
It's like that, but over the cloud.
That's
And you can
literally
transfer
all it is just
That's all it is. And you can transfer stuff from like now Pokemon Go to Pokemon Sword and Shield, or stuff from like uh
Pokemon Go, Eevee, and Pikachu,
Su-
right?
yeah, Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu, and I think the upgraded versions of Sun and Moon.
that's
Yeah, basically it's a way to
wild.
Ultra Sun
trade
and
your
Ultra Moon.
it's a way to trade your Pokemon between games now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watched a video. See, I watched a video on it, but I was still a little confused about what exactly I was looking at because I didn't know if it was like an exclusive idea between the Switch and Pokemon Go, or if it was its own world and then all these other things attached to it, which is what it seems to be.
Yeah, and you have to pay. I think it's like
$15 a
$5.
month.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's like $15 a year or something stupid like that.
Oh, really? That's really, really,
Yeah.
really not bad.
No, and people complain about it, which pisses me off.
That's not bad.
It's like, bro,
Well,
it's $15 a year.
not
or
only is
something
it
like that.
$15 a year, I heard that there is.
Because it used to be a free feature.
Yeah, true, but it's used in the cloud.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
but I heard there's a lot of extra stuff to it. Like
yeah,
you can.
15. You could do $3 for 1 month, $5 for 3 months, or $16 for a year,
That's really
and
not
you can
bad.
hold up to 6,000 Pokemon.
Wow,
Yeah, it's a
really?
bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how difficult that is to set up and stuff. Because I did download it. I started setting it up, and then it asked me about a Switch account, and I'm like, I don't even have a Switch. Like you have to attach it to a Nintendo account or something, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
You do.
So I guess that's excuse me. I guess that's what I got to do. Is but
Make
when
a
it
Nintendo account, my guy.
well, I've heard some other stuff about it too. Like I heard if you're sitting where you're sitting, I'm sitting here. There's some sort of strategy. There's something you can do that will actually allow you to trade. And there's like random
Yeah.
trade options, and then there's like
Yeah,
specific trade.
Wonder Trades.
Yeah, these trade things. I'm really interested in these. What
Yeah,
are these?
Wonder Trades are, say, it's just a gamble. So like you can put in, say, like an Eevee in
Yeah.
your Wonder Trade box.
Okay.
Someone's like, I'm gonna trade to you. Like, I'm gonna trade to you, Jeff. And then I put, let's say, a fucking Mew in my Wonder Trade box.
Okay.
When I trade, I'm like, I want to see what Jeff is trading. So then I trade my Mew, which you don't know what it is, for your Eevee, which I don't know what it is. And we trade Pokemon randomly.
Basically,
So,
it's like
you can get like a fucking Celebi for a Magikarp.
yeah.
That would be.
Basically, you have to roll the dice on what you're getting traded.
Now, is it? Can I say fuck that guy? I know what he's up to. But James here, that's my homie. We already had a conversation. He's only gonna put the good shit in the boxes.
Well, there's legit trades too.
Yeah, that's when you do a legitimate trade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like you used to do.
Does
Like
that
when you
mean
connected your Game Boys together.
Yeah.
Now,
that's,
back in
then
the
you
day.
can do a legitimate trade.
now somebody was telling me though that there's a certain amount of energy, like these things, like to do a trade. Say you and I want to trade, like you live in Florida and you got something I want that I can't get up here, and vice versa.
Mhm.
In order to do that trade, you have to have some sort of energy. There's some sort of, and it takes like a couple days for the energy to charge, and then you
Oh,
can
that
do
I
the
have
thing.
No idea.
Okay,
I have no idea about that.
that's really cool though, because that means that I don't have to be standing next to somebody who's living in Florida to get Heracrosses or to get Ursulas, or if I'm over in some other country, there's a lot of that stuff going on. Like
Yeah.
you can't get a Mr. Mime in the States.
No.
That's exclusive to Europe. Somewhere over there. Area. But so that's kind of neat if you were able to do trades like that. I got to watch some more content on it. I'm going to watch more content on it. Yeah. So that has been my overly eventful week. Working on the truck. Bought about $500 worth of parts for it. I just gotta put them all inside of it.
Just shove them on in.
I did.
That's what I just
Well,
shove it on in there.
I started by
Gotta
throwing
put it
them at it, and the guy and the guy at the auto store was like, "That's not how that works." What do you mean that's not how that works? They're like, "Yeah, no." So I put them all back in the packaging and put them in the truck, and now I got them sitting over there.
Like, you're telling me cars don't have snap points? Like, we live in 2020 and these parts just don't snap together? I'm like, what? There should be an easy UI here, but come on.
This shit's ridiculous. Yeah, so let me take a quick peek real quick at the we played a little more Phasmophobia. That game is always good. That game is so funny. Wasn't there a
Still
patch?
play it.
Why have
They
you not
updated
played
it
that
recently?
yet?
Because all you fuckers are busy playing with other people.
Well, we can play it sometime.
Yeah, you really just
Play
gotta
it
be more
after this if you want.
you
I bought
legitimate.
the game and I bought a headset just for Phasmophobia. No one's like, "Hey James, let's play Phasmophobia."
Bro, we are
it's
your
like,
we are your friends. All you have to say is, "Hey fuckers, I just bought this stuff. Let's play this with
"Hey,
a little more
fuckers, I just
force.
spent $50 goddamn dollars on a Phasmophobia setup. Let's fucking
Let's
go."
do this." Like, and then people are gonna be like, "All right, well, we're playing right now," and then you have to say, "All right, well, hurry up and finish because it's
Fuck
my
you-
turn.
fuck
Whoever
those
dies,
other
get the
people."
hell off. You died. It's my turn."
Mom says it's my turn on the
It's my
Xbox.
turn. Yeah, man. Fucking cool. Yeah, I'm down to play. Let me see. Is there anything specific I need to do after the show? No, I don't think so. I'm down to play a round or two if you're down.
We'll see how I feel.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
See, we'll see the alcohol level of me.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing you sipping those over there. Honestly, I'm half tempted to go get one myself.
We'll see how I feel. I still got a 6-pack of Heineken, so.
It's true. Right. Well, I think that is. I don't think there was anything else on my. I don't even know where there it is. Other than that, I just got. I plan on doing a lot more streaming this week than I have in the last bunch of weeks. And then, if anybody has any other suggestions for something to play after, Hellblade.
I got you.
Okay,
I
because
got you.
I'm leaning really heavily towards a Plague's Tale. But if somebody can suggest something different or better,
I'll find something for you. Don't worry.
Play Death Stranding, you fucker.
Dude, I'm really thinking about it. I think I will. I think I am gonna
Or
get
No
it.
Man's Sky.
Well, see, that's the thing is, I want to play a game on. There's one specific night of the week. I don't know exactly what night of the week, but one night of the week, I want to do a game that's gonna be like Hellblade, like Plague's Tale, like Death Stranded. As far as No Man's Sky or
Yakuza,
Elite
you
Dangerous,
fuck.
yeah, Yakuza would be good. That's on sale right now. There's a deal on Fanatica. I was literally just looking at that. Oh yeah, and if you're a Forza fan, they got it for $4 on Forza 2019. I don't know if anybody likes that. I just saw it. It's 90% off. Who like cheap deals? That's one. And Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Ryuga Kotoken 7. Whereabouts of Lightness and Dark. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Let's go. Fucking yeah. That's on a console though.
I don't. Well, no, it's on Steam too.
Is it?
Yep.
That came out on Steam as well. I thought it was only on console right now.
I'm on. I don't know. I'm on Fanatica's page and they got it. I got it on Steam here. It just says underneath it. Steam's in Windows.
Hey.
18% off.
That's fine, Mark.
$49.19.
More people buying it, the better.
Yes.
I love me Yakuza, and more people that get to play Yakuza, the better.
Yeah, because that's a good one, from what I hear. And I will play it soon. Maybe I will do that. I feel like that's more of... Tell me if I'm wrong.
Jeff.
Is that more of a game for the holidays? I feel like that's a game that I should start in the beginning of December.
Dude, it is. It is, because it's all about Christmas. It takes place in
I
Christmas.
don't even know the game, but I can just sense
Yeah,
that in the force,
it
my
takes place in
dude.
Christmas.
It feels like a game.
Every year, every game.
The
It's like
colors,
Die
the
Hard.
lighting.
It's the best goddamn Christmas game ever made.
Doesn't mean it's a Christmas game,
It is
bitch.
a Christmas game,
Just like Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, just because it takes place during Christmas.
but it takes place during Christmas. And Kiryu's all about giving bad guys the fucking
Boot to
fist.
the ass.
yeah.
So would that mean Home Alone is not a Christmas movie either?
Home Alone is a fucking Christmas movie.
Does
That is a Christmas
It just
movie.
takes place during Christmas. It's not about Christmas.
Is a month enough time to finish it?
Oh.
Surely.
I mean, I put like 40 some hours into Zero. How about this? Okay. How about I just lug my PlayStation on over to your place, and we play it?
Okay, I'm
Or
not
you
gonna
can
say
get
no
it
to
on,
that.
or you can get it on Steam or on a. Is Zero on Game Pass? I think it is. We can play it. I'll be
Okay,
your guide, just like
my
on my
Sherpa.
channel. Just like on my channel, how I'm Mitchell Sherpa through the craziness that is Yakuza 0.
Uh-huh.
I will be your Sherpa through your escapades through the Yakuza series. I will be your
Okay.
guide.
Which is it literally Yakuza 1? That's where you start?
0.
0. Oh, 0.
Yeah, 0
Yeah.
came out in 2016. That's kind of like that's what made Yakuza here in the States. If you want, I mean, if you really want, I could bring over my Japanese PlayStation 2 and we could play the first Yakuza game in Japanese.
I don't know Japanese.
Well,
Anymore.
we can figure it out. I know
Okay.
the game like the back of my hand. I think we can figure it out.
Well, Mark and I almost learned French. Got pretty damn good at it,
bonjour.
honestly. Huh? Ça va, ça va. What was the one word that they used to use all the time?
Fucking a lot of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
I took French.
Hmm.
I took like 2 or 3 years of French in high school. I can't remember which.
What are you doing?
Most GTA 5M stuff is the developers are
French?
French.
Parlez-vous français?
Rape.
My
Rape.
one buddy in high school took Spanish, and he always asked me, he's like, "What do you guys do in French class?" And I go, we just walk around going, "Oh, ho, ho, we baguettes, we surrender."
Smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, a lot of smoking cigarettes.
Oh.
Do you know like 70% of the people in France smoke cigarettes?
Wow. That's why vaping was banned
90%
real quick.
in Paris.
That's
Like
insanity.
90% of the
wild.
people in Paris smoke.
Well,
It's like the 1980s everywhere else. Do you want the smoking section or do you want the wrong section?
but excuse me. But I think that's a boot.
Oh,
A
now
boot?
we can start talking about Canada.
Well,
We can
French
start
Canadian.
talking about Quebec. Tu parles
Yeah.
Québécois?
No, I don't. It's crepe. God damn it. Crepe.
It's actually in there. It's pronounced crêpe.
Crepe.
Crêpe.
And I know J's are pronounced with a J.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody kept calling me Jeff. You better stop that. No J.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff. That's enough of that. All right, man. We've gotten pretty deep into the randomness section of the podcast.
That's your French class for today.
Yeah. But I think that's about it for my week, though. I don't have anything else here. If I think of anything, I will rudely interrupt one of you. But that's it. I'm gonna kick the hacky sack over to the Walker. What have you been up to, my dude? What are you doing over there?
Trying to fix my internet.
All right. Well, you want us to kick it over to James? Or you work that
No,
out?
you're good. No. My stream's just being a piece of farts. But other than that, I don't know. I haven't had this issue in a while. I don't know what to do. For myself, just playing Call of Duty. Nothing really too spectacular, eh? Nothing really amazeballs. Been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I'm doing that. Watching. Half set up our house so far for Christmas. My wife's a psycho like that. Wants to set up Christmas now. I didn't end up getting that job, the other job I applied for. It is what it is. So now I'll be a delivery driver for the time being, for the holidays coming up here. But I got back into when you played Hellblade. It really made me want to play Assassin's Creed, so I re-downloaded Assassin's Creed Origins. So I can try to beat that because I do eventually want to get Valhalla.
Yeah.
And I want to play that as well.
You should have let me know because with T-Mobile I had a special $10 off coupon for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh really?
Yeah, last Tuesday.
Yeah, they So I'm 49 hours into the game, and I'm only 29% completed.
Fuck.
Damn,
Just get
Mikey.
Uplay Plus to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm just like, holy fuck. I'm at 49 hours into a game and I'm only 29% complete. Like,
That is
Jesus.
bunkers.
So I was just like, holy fuck, okay. Well, this is gonna take a while. So I've been doing that, playing some Call of Duty, and that's really about it. Nothing too crazy spectacular. Hopefully I can start picking some pieces up here. I eventually want to build a computer, so like a better one with a bigger solid state drives, things along those lines. Because
Never been to big guy.
when I bought Call of Duty, I was like, okay, do I want to get it on PC or do I want to get it on my PlayStation Pro? I'm like, oh, I don't have any room on my solid state drive for Call of Duty, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just delete Arc. So I deleted Arc.
And then suddenly, your whole computer is just empty now.
Pretty
After
much.
You deleted Arc, your
And
800 gig game.
So I deleted it, and then I go and buy Call of Duty on PlayStation 4 instead. So I literally just deleted. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I literally just fucking deleted Arc for nothing. That's fun. Gotta re-download that one day. Another 230 gig game.
That's shit you set up before you go to bed.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just sitting there looking at it. I'm like, why
Turn
did
the
I fucking
sleep
just do
timer
that?
off.
Yep. Like, son of a bitch. But yeah, that's nothing too fancy smancy for me. Nothing yet. Nothing yet at least. So, what about you, James?
Wait a
Oh
minute.
my god.
You
What's up?
you didn't get no kind of gaming in this week?
I play Call of Duty and stuff.
What was your take on it?
Like I said, it wasn't bad. It was if you play one Call of Duty, you essentially played them all.
Yeah.
They need to add more to the multiplayer aspect of it because this is really the same maps. So I like it. Like it's not bad. I would say Modern Warfare to me is better
Okay.
than Black Ops, but once they add more to Black Ops, obviously that'll change
Yeah, I was just about
the
to ask if
dynamic
you
of that
think it's
game.
because of the amount of time available for development.
Yeah. So I think that give it about another like month or so. I think it'll probably be up there right on par with it. I would still like right now. I would say Modern Warfare is better, but I still like Black Ops. I'm not shit at it, so that's always a plus. I did play the new season of Apex. Me and James did. I think we talked about that last week, though. I haven't played it since, though.
Yeah, that was last
Yeah.
week.
I haven't played it since, though, which I need to pick that up. I did because I was able to unlock without paying Horizon, the new character, so that's
Nice.
a plus. So I gotta pick that up so I can start playing with her, see how good she is, and
Get
then
Carol to carry the team again.
yeah, I know, right? I did win one. I don't remember when it was. Last week, sometime. Yeah, I did win one. Both my teammates had 10 kills. I had one.
Nice. So you obviously carried the team.
100% did. I just let them get all the kills to make them feel good about themselves. So I told
You're a
I
nice
told them at the
guy.
end, I was like, hey man, I'm just being generous. You guys, I'm letting you guys get the glory here. They just kind of went silent and disconnected the game. It's like, okay, nice talking to you. But yeah, that's nothing too fancy smancy. So, went live again after. Let's see if it's back up. I may not be going live on this one, but we'll find out. And what about you, James? How you been?
Haven't done much this week. Like, not a whole lot at all. Nothing really crazy at all.
Bullshit.
At all. You can't see it. That didn't work. That didn't
Yes,
work well.
he created a ceiling light, punched a hole in his roof.
I did punch a fucking hole in my roof.
That was actually the daylight sky you were looking at there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker dropped some dimes, is what he did.
I see it.
I spent a lot of money this week. I bought a PlayStation 5. I I have the dual sense controller. So that's what I've been doing this entire week instead of doing my obligations of like streaming and stuff.
Happens.
Yeah, so I played Pokemon Emerald. More of
How's
that
that?
Pokemon Emerald randomizer. That's been a lot of fun. Guess who caught a Deoxys, level 7 Deoxys in the wild? This guy did. Hey,
What game is
yo, Pokemon Emerald from like the GBA.
this? Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
A
fully
wild
randomized.
Deoxys? Wow.
Fully randomized.
Yeah, that is pretty random.
I fought a random trainer that had a Suicune.
Why, sir? Why are you walking around with a mythical Pokemon?
With exactly.
Legendary?
Yeah. 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 That was fun. I enjoyed that.
I didn't
But
tell
yeah.
you this.
What? You I didn't hear you. at
Nothing.
all.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never
All
mind.
right. Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, hey, I got Deoxys. I forget what I named him, but I named him something.
Oh
I've
man.
been naming my characters some cool things like Shock Daddy or something like that. I don't remember the names at all. But yeah, big thing. I bought the PlayStation 5. It is a grand Chungai. It is a big boy. I'm gonna get rid of my PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm giving it to a buddy, so I don't have to get him a wedding gift. That's gonna be my wedding gift / Christmas gift to him, and his fiance. And there's nothing he can do to say otherwise. So I'm gonna give that to him, and I'm like, oh, it'll just go on my shelf next to my PlayStation 3. No, no, it won't. This is gonna have a dedicated shelf. Now I don't know if you saw, but this PlayStation 5 sitting vertically on my TV stand is a little bit more than half as tall as my 55-inch TV on the stand. It is a big old boy. I got a few games for it. I got, of course, Astrobot Playroom, I think it's called. I got Call of Duty, of course. I've got the new Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I really wish Nate was on here because we could talk about it, because I know he's interested in it. And Watch Dogs Legions came with a free PS5 upgrade, but my save didn't transfer over, and I didn't feel like really playing it. So fuck it. Watch Dogs Legions, I'm not a fan. The more I play it, the more I'm not a fan of it. The less I care for it, because it's like, I could play Watch Dogs Legions, or I could play Watch Dogs 2, which is amazing. But Spider-Man Miles Morales, it is the kind of sequel / DLC kind of thing. It's a sequel to the original Marvel Spider-Man on PS4. I had a lot of problems with Marvel Spider-Man, and I have those same problems with Miles Morales, where the combat is garbage, and I hate it with an absolute passion. But the web swinging is so much fun. Just web swinging throughout New York City is so much fun.
Oh, I bet, dude.
I would pay $60 just to web swing through New York City. No joke. It's that much fun. But it's good. It's great. I like it. I like it a lot. I've been putting a lot of time into it. They have a new... So Sony kind of stole a page from Marvel, which may sound weird. But you know that whenever you watch a Marvel movie, you have that Marvel Studios logo where it shows all the characters just like flapping through the comic book pages.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sony kind of has that with PlayStation Studios games now, where it's like, here's the triangle, the cross, the circle, the square buttons, and they're all like rotating, and you see characters from all like PlayStation properties, and then it ends with just the PlayStation Studios logo. I'm like, oh, that's neat. You guys took something from Marvel. That's cool. Call of Duty Black Ops was really the only game that really, really wowed me when it came to visuals and the use of the dual sense controller, other than the built-in game Astrobot's Playground or Astrobot's Playroom. So the big thing, one of the big selling points of the the PlayStation 5 in general, is the adaptive triggers. L2 and R2 are adaptive, so it will increase and decrease tension depending on what's going on. With Call of Duty, it does it so well. Each weapon, the intensity of the triggers, how much you have to press down, changes based on your guns. So pistols, it's like bop, 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 no issues. It's just like kind of pulling a trigger of a pistol in real life. Now, big things like LMGs or sniper rifles, there's a lot of tension to it. So you really have to like push down and pull that trigger to shoot. Which once you get used to it, it's a cool thing. Will I probably turn it off? There's a good chance I'll probably turn it off in the future. But right now, it's pretty neat playing around with it. I also got the game Bug Snacks, which was the free game on PlayStation for this month. That is an adorable game about catching edible bugs.
I bet the bugs don't find very entertaining.
No, they don't, but they're adorable, and I like it. Everything has googly eyes, so it makes up for it. It's fine. So that's a fun little game about catching animals and then feeding them to people. But Astrobots, can I talk to you a little bit about? I know this our weeks have gone on for a while, but Astrobots Playroom is probably the best tech demo I've ever played in my life. It shows off everything that the PlayStation 5 can do perfectly. You do things like it shows off the adaptive triggers when you're zip zooming around in a jetpack thing. You use the touch screen or the touchpad on the controller to control a ball, Super Monkey Ball style. The haptic feedback on the special motors on the for the vibration work great. It changes depending on what you're walking on, so it kind of feels like you're actually walking on those things. Beautiful graphics, and my favorite part is that it's just a love letter to a whole bunch of different PlayStation products. The go around is just a 2D or 3D platformer, a la like Mario 64 or Mario Odyssey. But what's really cool about it is when you're going around collecting, you can collect these things called artifacts. And those artifacts are just old PlayStation things. Like, hey, I just collected the PlayStation 2 Slim, and here is this PlayStation 2 in 4K, fully rendered, that I can open the disk drive up. Or the Sony, I forget what it's called, but it's their answer to the VMU from the Dreamcast that was only available in Japan. And I'm like, my God, I thought they forgot about that. And when you're exploring these levels, there's these little things where there's these little Astrobot characters. One is holding a camera and there's other people watching. And it's just playing out different things from a bunch of different properties. So like one of the ones that I saw is like Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the Astrobots dressed up as Aloy shooting a bow and arrow. I'm like, hey, that's cool. One of them I found like kind of hidden, snuck around, like hidden, tucked away in like a cave. There was a casket, and I opened up the casket, and it's someone dressed as Dracula from or Alucard from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Dope.
There was fucking Pyramid Head in it, and I go, Pyramid Head was in it, so that's more love that Sony has given to the Silent Hill franchise than what Konami has given in 10 years. So that gets an A+, and I can collect a PlayStation Vita, so good on you, Sony. I love it. But no, the PlayStation 5 was a very good purchase, and I'm not just saying that because of the hype and everything. I thought I'm slowly going to maybe spend $500 to get a new SSD for this thing like a 2 terabyte SSD for this thing to migrate my stuff from the PlayStation 4 over. But yeah, no, 10 out of 10. I love that system. Now I
The
just need to get
system
an
also
extra-
loves you.
Yeah, I bet it does. It is a sexy looking system that I want to make love to right now. But now I just need to get a Series X and I'll be a happy boy. I also played Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, you did.
How's that?
I really like it. I fucking love Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That game is fantastic. Well, okay, no, I wouldn't say it's fantastic. It is mindless fun that I really enjoy. It's like watching a Michael Bay film. It's just mindless fun. There's no real, like, you could just turn your brain off and just decapitate fuckers.
Yeah, you can.
I was streaming it for you guys a little bit ago, a few days ago, and that game is gory. Walker, you played Origins.
Yeah.
And have you played Odyssey?
No, not yet.
Okay, Origins. Is it bloody? Is it like brutal?
There's blood, like when you're
Will one swing
like
of
getting
an
this
axe
shit.
decapitate someone?
No, you don't chop
Okay,
people's heads off and shit.
one swing of an axe can decapitate someone in this game.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking rad. And one of the like the kill moves that you do when you have like dual axes, I think you chop both of their arms off and then just decapitate them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's rad, man.
Yeah, basically
It's-
the biggest thing in Origins is when you're fighting them, like the finisher, you take your basically like go out
Oh,
their
yeah,
like
that's
neck and
nothing.
throw it multiple
That's
times, but
nothing.
their head
That's
doesn't come
fucking
off though.
nothing. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's a good game. I recommend. One of these days, because I do want to get back into like scripted videos, reviews, and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll get off my ass and do a review of some things. It's not like I don't have enough games. I can do it. But yeah, so Pokemon Emerald, PlayStation 5, all the goodies with that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that sounds like what I did for a week.
Doesn't sound like a bad way to spend a week, to be honest with
Definitely
you.
not.
There's much worse
Okay,
ways you can spend a week, like getting
there
attacked
is.
by honey badgers. That happened to me a couple weeks ago. Wasn't very entertaining, I can tell you. What?
Although I did find out that I've spent 5 years at my job. So that's cool.
You did. You got your badge.
Yeah, the same day I got my PlayStation 4.
Congratulations.
And the day after I celebrated my 5-year.
It's probably safe to assume there was no 5-year celebration or ceremony or any sort
Well,
of.
I was off for my official 5 days, so who knows if there would have been something. But there was a badge ceremony, so
That must have been nice.
that is nice. It wasn't by my manager, but you know, my buddy, my one buddy, Brandon, he put on a little ceremony for me.
Cool.
Oh,
So everyone
was a hey, some half counts.
Yeah. Well, congratulations though, Furo. It is a milestone. It's an achievement not many people can say. You know,
Mm-mm.
that officially like validates you amongst all old people as being truly
I feel like I'm old.
Bitch.
a
I
geek,
feel like
not a
I
bitch.
am. I'm an
Oh,
old
sorry,
bitch.
my bad.
A
I
sage,
misplayed the line there.
honestly, yeah. The word was old people.
Oh, okay, my
Old
bad.
Old people, you have been suddenly risen on a pedestal.
5 more years,
like-
and I'll hit my 10-year.
Don't do it. Get out of
Use
there.
a hoe.
Get
I'll
out
be
of there.
30. I will be 35 years old.
Don't do it.
Get out.
Dude,
Trap.
Dude,
Just
figure out try other things. You know, it's
end
super
my
part time.
life
Just
if I'm there for 10 years. Another 10 years.
Oh, hold
I
on.
need-
Hold on. Hold
Oh, hold
on.
on.
I mean, unless you want to
Oh,
get
well,
into
wait a
management, I will
minute.
be honest with you there. If you want to get into management, then yes,
No.
do your thing. It's actually got a really cool system to do that if you want to pursue that. But if you ain't planning on excelling, get out. It's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. Your position is a stepping stone. It's, you do it for a little
It
bit.
made me think though.
Bigger and better things.
It did make me think though. Like this is the longest I've held a job. Like the longest like tenure I've been within a job. And I thought originally oh hey, there you go.
There's your 10
There you go,
years.
10 years.
2 weeks ago.
Shit.
Yeah, so I
it
get a
made me
prize.
think,
Oh,
though,
so I didn't
I,
actually make my tenure.
No,
Fucker. I
No, you
didn't
didn't.
actually make it.
Close.
I came close.
close.
Well, you've been
I was like
management,
2 years
so
off.
you've been management, so you're good. Like, you want to jump into those positions, it's great, but
Yeah,
I think
there
that
isn't-
ship is sailed for myself. But
gotta want
it's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's a conversation for off the podcast.
but
Yeah,
but
that's
that's
my
cool.
week.
That is cool though. Congratulations.
It's all because of you, Jeff.
Hope
You're
not.
the one that
Don't
you're the
blame me
one-
for that
you're
shit.
The one that, you're the one that convinced me to work there.
How the hell did I convince you to work there? I
We'll
just
talk
threw an
about it after the
idea
podcast.
up in the air. I remember. I just threw an idea. I was just like,
hey, you and your buddy should totally apply. I bet you guys would do good here.
I'm pretty sure.
5 years later, I'm still there.
Yeah, the realities of that conversation are different between our two perspectives.
I blame you.
we were
I
having
blame
it too.
Not wrong.
Dude,
Job, I was
just-
like, I'm not gonna last a year here. They're gonna fire me before that.
Just to be funny, I want to make that little YouTube video. It's gonna be like two young kids, kind of cool. We're in the electronics store. That's kind of like, I remember when I was young, the idea of working at Best Buy was actually very appealing.
Oh, dude.
And
I
then you have the
used to-
employee that's just like, so these dudes, he's recommending the job, and that's what they're hearing, but really he's saying, this shit is terrible. Like,
Like
that's the same
subconsciously
thing
in the
when I
back of the
worked at-
mind.
two different
When I worked
worlds.
when I worked at Toys R Us. Or, well, my mom worked at Toys R Us for most of my entire life. And when people would go, man, it must have been so cool working at a toy store. Or having a mom that worked at a toy store. I'm like, no.
It's work.
See, I'm like, she was management, and there were times we were eating pierogies for an entire week because we didn't have money.
Yep.
And we had a bunch of pierogies.
Life is
I hate
real.
pierogies for that exact reason. My stomach churns whenever I think of like pierogies.
That's a shame. I'll be sure not to bring them up because I love pierogies.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that. You. How do you not like?
Yeah, I'm Polish.
When
I
you
guess I
eat
guess-
Potatoes
when you,
and-
when you eat pierogies for an entire week for every meal, for like
Yeah, that's
lunch
true.
and dinner, you get sick of pierogies, man.
Probably.
get
That's a
sick
lot of
in
oil.
general.
That's a lot of
You ever-
oil to consume.
You ever been so poor you slept for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of know how it is. Yeah. You know when you have sleep for dinner?
I've had sleep for dinner, breakfast, lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you work at Toys R Us for 20-some years.
Remember when I told you guys about the 3-day fast?
Yep.
That might not have been my choice. It's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna run with it.
See what happens.
You know?
All right, let's get on to the actual podcast before it gets too sad.
That was the podcast.
It was. That was all.
Yeah,
Have a good night,
you
guys. Peace.
have LvL Unlock Pod. LvL
Yeah, that
Unlock
was
Pod.
the,
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, bye, guys.
Super IRL.
Quick, James, you want to give a quick shout out?
Oh, yes. Hey, Jeffrey Ryan. Thanks, bud, for being the real MVP, being our patron.
Always.
For
You're
since
sir, an amazing man.
March 21st.
Warrior status.
Warrior status. We need a game
I
with
like
him
it.
more often. We need to
There
see
we
if
go.
he wants to be down to like play Sea of Thieves or something again. That was
Like,
fun.
yeah.
He might have bought
I
the
agree.
Call of Duty. Who knows?
Yeah, you might have.
Maybe. I know he got an Xbox. I know he got a Series X. Me and him were
Series
going back and forth
Xbox.
the other day. We were talking about it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I wonder.
You got that bitch.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves in 4K HDR with ray tracing.
There you go.
Well, I know
120
that
FPS.
Sea of Thieves was under some hot water. I want to say 3 or 4 months ago. Maybe it
For
wasn't
what?
even that long ago. A lot of their like paid streamers were having problems with how they're compensated or something like that, or the privileges that they got as like affiliated streamers with Sea of Thieves.
Through their
whenever-
banner.
Yeah, so whenever
Okay.
they started like raising questions about why Rare is doing this to the streamers, then they actually ended up just banning a lot of the streamers. So they got into some hot water because of it. Because
Yeah,
they questioned Sea of Thieves.
That's
Sea of
the
Thieves
America
terms of
we're
service
moving
and shit.
into, man. Everybody acts
I
like it's
miss
not a big
old Rareware.
deal.
But here's the thing: Rare's UK. They're from the United Kingdom.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. So they were just like, hey, it's our way or the highway. So then I guess those streamers, made a social media fit or something. It was just like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore.
Bitches.
Well, it propagates
That's sad.
it propagates a standard that is you can't speak up against things. That's not cool.
I feel like if it's different if it's constructive criticism.
Yeah, so I know the
Instead of
streaming
just-
community hasn't been too big for Sea of Thieves lately because of it. A lot of people are just afraid of, saying the wrong thing or saying, I wish this was better, and then you get an email the next morning from Rare saying, hey, yeah, you can't talk badly about our game anymore. Otherwise, you're gonna lose access to it.
You don't get just an email; you get someone knocking on your door.
What the fuck you doing?
Like, hey, I heard you talking shit about Rare.
Fucking take this
Join the
outside.
squad.
Yeah. Why would they?
One dude named Bugsy in the back holding a baseball bat.
Right.
Because you sign up through Rare to be one of their affiliates to promote the game and be their streamer of the content and say, hey, this is such a great game, you should play it. But if you are one of those people and you decide you don't like something that the game's doing and you talk out about that and you say this game is shit, or I really don't like this sort of thing, then they say, yeah, we can't have that anymore. Can't have you representing our game, talking bad about it. Which is, it makes sense. It's just this shit. It's a double-edged sword.
I think it's good to have those people a part of like that group, because that can help you make improvements.
Right. You can't have somebody expressing falsehoods. I suppose if they can do it on their own, but if I'm gonna pay you to represent my brand, I will take the constructive criticism, but don't just talk shit for the sake of talking shit.
It's also the kind of weird thing is that I don't know if they pay the content creators though.
I think they just get some extra stuff.
Yeah, they get like the blooms or something.
Yeah.
In-game currency.
And some skins.
so-
What's the tax rate on that? How do I put that on my W-2?
Yeah, so it's not like they're
Like, what does that count as?
getting actual physical compensation.
God, and then at the end of the year, you have to pay taxes on it, technically.
Exactly.
That
So,
was hard.
can you imagine if you had a deal set up where like every month they gave you like $3,000 worth of in-game currency, or like $1,000 of in-game currency, and then at the end of the year,
Oh yeah, you would have.
you would have the monetary value on $1,000 worth of, which is usually 30%, which is roughly about 30%. So you'd be looking at 30% of 12,000, which is
$4,000.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because your total assets went up.
Surprise! That'd be a
Gotcha.
nice little surprise bill right after Christmas.
That's why donations are so weird.
Yes, that is why donations are weird. That's why you have to be super careful if you stream and you do like what you were doing. You never funnel the money through you into a donation. You just go directly to the donation. Otherwise, you are responsible for some sort of paperwork involving taxes. If you act as the middleman.
Yep.
So.
Hey, let's get into some news.
Yeah, news. Yeah,
How
that's
did
the
we
thing.
get to that?
Sea of Thieves streaming.
We'll eventually
Oh,
get to it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
You should play
Um,
Sea of Thieves, and then it just went off.
So to start off with some movie news, good old Borat 2 is in the news again.
Really?
So Kazakhstan, the Kazakh organization urges the Oscars, Golden Globes, People Choice Awards, and every other award
Not to nominate
company
this
to
film.
ban Borat 2 from being able to compete for any season. Um,
I mean, I would
I
be.
think
No,
that-
Even though it's shot in Romania,
Yeah.
not in Kazakhstan.
I don't know if it would win anything other than something humorous. Anyways, it's not gonna win
Um,
like best dramatic,
It's not gonna win Picture of the Year.
It's not gonna win
best
anything.
heart moving scene of the season. It's not gonna.
The Kazakh community worldwide is underrepresented and
They're so
uh,
pissed. They're like, we
um,
do not do
Racist
any of
title.
those things. I can't even tell
our-
people where I'm from anymore.
our nation is still recovering from an opposition cardinal past, which is why we do not have substantial.
Oh,
Sasha Baron
not-
Cohen understands this fact.
Totally nutted.
Yeah, you know, it was
What?
nut
Oh.
moment. Where's the nut button,
Um,
man? We need that back.
I don't know.
I'll find it for the 100th episode. I might buy another one.
Throw it on.
Basically, we
See, I'm
said
starting to go on that one, to be honest with you. 'Cause I'm slapping
Borat
it so
2
hard.
I told you.
is promoting whitewashing, ethnic stereotyping, racism, culture inappropriateness, and xenophobia.
Takes things so serious.
Yikes.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. Oh, you know what though? I will tell you what. This is, bro. This is the thing. This is what's gonna. It's how are people gonna react to this? Are we gonna? Well,
We still need to watch that.
So, to combat that, the reason why they're pushing for this to be banned, so every company has
What
to
is that?
submit movies for different categories. And Borat 2 is right now being considered the #1 strongest film that Amazon is going to push for Oscar nominations.
It's not gonna win anything.
Best
Yeah.
indie film.
Yeah.
independent.
Well, yeah, I was
I
like,
don't
didn't,
know.
didn't
Foreign,
like Contagion
technically?
come out this year? Was it Contagion? I don't think that was what it was called.
It is it's being looked into best adapted screenplay, best picture, best actor, best indie film, best foreign film.
Pause.
Oh, I can
Pause.
guarantee. I
Pause.
can guarantee it's not gonna win Best Picture, and I can guarantee it's not gonna win Best Screenplay Adaptation, and I can guarantee it's not gonna win Best Foreign Film. Guaranteed, and it's probably not gonna win Best Indie Film.
What do you think? What's on your top there? What? Clearly, you have something in mind that is superior.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't watch too many movies. I mean,
Well,
I
the
still
reason why
watch
they're
Resident Evil movies,
money
but-
wise, dude. If money talks, then
Oh, they already said Borat 2 was #1 highest gross
Yeah, but
movie
that
if you
doesn't
break it
matter.
down.
That doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
gotta give him
It
props on
does
his
not
acting
matter
though.
at all in these.
Yeah.
Because like fucking what was it? La La Land won Best Picture how many years ago when it came
Yep.
out?
And
Stunning everyone at the Oscars.
and they're nominating the daughter, for the best
For what?
Best supporting actress.
supporting actress.
Dude,
His
I
daughter?
mean, I gotta give them props. They did do a pretty good job. I mean,
We'll see.
You see it?
You have to think though, what other movies other than The Attendant came out this year?
A
Nothing.
lot.
But not really though. Like nothing that like made an
Yeah,
impact like
nothing that I
Borat
can
It
did.
doesn't
really-
fucking matter. You look at best.
No,
just because it hasn't hit our radar.
muted
doesn't-
yourself.
Yeah, you muted.
just
The world wasn't ready for what he was going to
Hello?
drop on the table.
It's
hello.
coming through your mic, your camera now.
Yeah. Nothing now. Zero.
Ladies and gentlemen, we were expecting technical difficulties.
All right,
There we go.
We're always expecting
fuckers.
technical
All right.
difficulties.
Yeah, we're always expecting.
We're
at
always
least one nut.
assuming it will happen. It's a part of the thing.
All right. So when you look at usually when you look at best movie, especially best foreign film and best indie film, it's always shit you never heard of.
Yeah, it's like potato bug
I mean,
under
honestly,
couch, but
how
something
many
fancy.
Like
of
the one
you-
last year that won the
How
Oscar?
many of
I
you
can't remember.
heard about Parasite before it won
That's it.
Best Picture?
Nobody.
No.
Exactly. And Parasite's a fantastic movie. You should all watch it right
That's
now.
what I was thinking of earlier.
So,
Stop
movies-
listening to this podcast and watch Parasite because that's a good movie.
So movies that came out in 2020, the only ones that stand out, Bad Boys for Life. That was one of the highest grossing Sony movies. Okay, so depending on how they go about it, you do have Sonic the Hedgehog. So,
Oh,
but the thing
yeah.
is though,
Was
Those
Sonic the
movies-
Hedgehog too late? Or was it
Sonic-
too late for the Oscars last
No.
year? No.
yeah, it was too late last year, so it would be this year. But at the
Oh
same
my
time,
God, if
those movies
Sonic
don't
the
get shit.
Hedgehog- If Sonic the Hedgehog wins Best Picture, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I will.
It's gonna
run
be-
through the
Christopher Nolan's gonna be
streets
so
screaming.
pissed.
I
It's gonna
will
be up
run
there.
through
The
streets
strength of the
screaming
doinks.
Sonic the Hedgehog won.
But yeah, you have Sonic the
What it
Hedgehog,
do,
which definitely could be
eh?
best animated. Well, it's not animated. Well, I don't know what fucking category because Disney fucked that up. So it's hard to say.
No, they didn't fuck it up. They were just wrong.
Bill and Ted Face the Music. Tenet, Mulan.
Oh, Mulan's not gonna win.
Mulan's probably not gonna do shit.
Mulan's not gonna win anything.
And at the end of next month, you have Ryan Reynolds movie that's not. But you have Free Guys, his NPC movie.
I forgot that was even a thing still. I thought
Well,
that came out.
It was supposed to like 6 months ago.
Oh my God. I thought that came out and no one talked
So
about it.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, he's the NPC when he finally figures out he's in a game.
Oh, that's not gonna win anything.
Oh, it's not. But then you have a bunch of like Netflix released fucking million things. So I honestly think this year is going to be the year of Netflix.
Gonna be the what?
The year of Netflix. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oscars and all that.
Well, dude, think about how much metadata they have to work with.
Yep.
Honestly, how much analytical data they have to play with. They
So
know what
Sonic
people
the Hed-
like.
How much money?
I really
have
hope
to
Sonic
play
the
with.
Hedgehog wins something. That's one of the highest grossing. That's in actual box office revenue. Sonic the
Right.
Hedgehog is the highest gross.
It's gonna be the best rebound of the year.
Um,
It's gonna get a Nickelodeon's Choice Award.
outside of
Yes.
theater. Yeah, I know, right? Outside of theater, you have top gross are Hamilton and Borat.
God, how many people love that Hamilton movie?
But the thing is, though, do you class Hamilton as a movie, which Disney is right now? So that's kind of
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, would you
So-
count Les Miserables as a movie?
Yeah, that's true.
Rob.
that
Well,
one.
Les
That won an
Mis-
Oscar
Les
Best
Mis was an
Picture.
Actual like. It was a
Pronounce
movie,
Les
wasn't it?
Mois.
That
For,
one
uh,
best.
Moz?
That one
Would
Best
you-
Picture.
Would you count
Like-
Phantom of
Did it?
the Opera as a movie? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
Yeah.
well,
Both
may-
of those
well,
did
maybe
win
that's
Best
a little
Picture.
different because I know that there's movie versions and there's also like live, like screenplays or live
Yeah.
plays or whatever.
Okay.
I didn't
can
see Hamilton, so it might be different.
Real quick, can we just go through? Oh wow. Real quick, the 20 best movies, or the 10 best movies of 2020. Real quick.
What we
just
got?
to Go over this. So this is from Esquire. Real quick, number 12 is Borat 2, but number 10 is Valentina Varela,
And these are all like indie short, like from random companies.
but Crow. 8 is Never Really, Sometimes, Always.
Hmm
Number 7 is The Assistant. Number 6 is The Wild Goose Lake. Number 5 is Bloody Nose, Empty Pockets. Number 4 is Painted Bird. 3 is First Cow. 2 is I'm Thinking of Ending Things. And 1 is Dick Johnson is Dead. So, like, I haven't heard of anything in the top 12. Or in the
Yeah, I
top
don't know what any of
11.
those are. Well, speaking of box office, Vince Vaughn's new movie
Oh, fuck me.
was number one at the box office with $3 million. What $3 million worldwide number one at the box office? So his new movie Freaky is basically a modern take on Freaky Friday. So
Oh boy.
what the premise is, Vince Vaughn is a serial killer, and he somehow switches bodies with a 17-year-old high school girl. So, but the thing is, they don't change they change spirits, but they don't change actual bodies. So Vince McMahon, Jesus Christ, Vince Vaughn shows up to the girl's friend's house, and he's this 55-year-old man. And in the trailer, to prove that he is the girl, he does the WAP dance.
Oh my gosh.
God.
So it's literally Vince Vaughn
Oh,
to prove to her friends that it's the girl, and they're like, "Oh my God, it is you!"
Oh my god.
And then the high school girl becomes the mass serial killer and starts killing everybody.
I'm
and then
sorry,
wants-
what?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen some of the previews for this. It looks kind of funny.
Yeah, it's a comedy. And the girl becomes a serial killer and then is out to actually try to kill Vince Vaughn. So yeah, it's a different
That
take on.
took a hard 180.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's an
It's a
interesting. Look up a preview of it. What's it called?
It's called Freaky.
Freaky.
So I didn't
Um,
know the full name
is
of
weird.
Borat 2 is Borat's subsequent movie film, delivery of prestigious bribe to American regime for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan.
Yep, it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, he's his the serial killer name, which is Vince Vaughn.
That all.
There we
Just
go.
Nothing.
Okay, Vince Vaughn's character is called the Blissfield Butcher because he basically kills and manipulates all these his bodies that he kills. Then the girl becomes it. Yep. So it's a horror comedy is what it's classed as.
Okay.
Huh?
I bet it's gonna be trash.
It does look funny. Look up a preview of it. It actually does look
Yeah.
pretty good. It doesn't look bad.
Um,
You know, it's like
they're actually considering it a success, even though the amount of money that it made. They're actually They're actually a second one because they are considering the $3 million a success.
I think maybe it would. Who knows? Maybe it was super good, but
costs
it's
like $3 million to make.
it probably
That
flew
was for
under.
Vince Vaughn.
Right, but I'm thinking maybe it just flew under the radar real hard. Maybe just nobody knew
I
about
think so
it.
too.
'Cause I'm not
speaking-
gonna lie, the preview did make it look humorous. It does look funny.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, did you ever watch the trailer of that new Michael Bay movie, Schroeder?
What you cut out again for a quick second.
I don't know, my headset's
I'm gonna
doing
send you that damn Yeti.
Hang on a
Play
second.
with it. You have the desert to work with. It's probably quieter in your area.
Well, I have one. I don't know why. I haven't had a mic. Well, it's probably because I'm trying to talk really quiet because my wife's trying.
And you should get the Yeti because you could literally be like
Yeah.
this far away and just be like,
Here's you. The Michael Bay's new movie called Songbird. Have you ever seen it? Have you seen a trailer?
Mm-mm.
So, it looks fucking good. So basically, it's a take on a future version of. So instead of
what?
COVID.
COVID.
So, yeah, instead of COVID-19, it's COVID-23. But the
That sure
difference
sounds
is
bad.
that this basically it's so contagious that instead of being quarantined, the government kills you.
This is a movie that's already made, or it's being produced.
It's being brought to VOD next month, view on demand. It's made by Michael Bay.
What platform?
So all of them.
Okay.
So essentially, the premise is you get COVID-23, and basically the whole world is shut down. It's in shambles. It almost looks like a zombie apocalypse happened. Everything in the world is just basically shit. And because of this COVID-23, you're either immune, and then if you're immune, you get a bracelet, which lets you walk around freely. If you're not immune, you have to stay inside your house. And then every day, the government requires you to scan yourself using your phone. And the second you scan yourself and it becomes positive, basically your phone alerts you that you have free and government officials are on the way now. Do not leave your house. Do not leave the premises. You'll be shot on sight if you are seen outside. And then essentially what happens is the government comes in and just bangs on your door and knocks it down with hammers, and they take you. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be released because they didn't know how they were going to release it, but they're releasing it.
You cut out there. Cut out all the last part. You didn't know how they were releasing it, but
Yeah, they didn't know how they were going to release it, but so then they decided December 11th on VOD. So that's pretty cool. Check out the trailer. It's fucking creepy.
Songbird?
Songbird.
Yeah.
It's like what's that movie where murder is legal for a day?
The Purge.
The Purge. So the last hang on. So, as we all remember, Chadwick Boseman and
Cutting out pretty hard, my dude.
yeah, I see that. Hang on a second.
I am looking up a preview of that movie you were talking about. I'm gonna drop a link to it in the movies and whatnot section of the Discord group. For the Level Unlock podcast.
But as we remember, Chadwick Boseman, unfortunately, of cancer a couple weeks ago. I don't understand why this is literally the stupidest thing. I don't know why it keeps shutting off. And they are trying to figure out what they're going to do for Black Panther 2. And they have decided that they are not going to recast Black Panther. They were going to move on with the trilogy, but with a different character. So it should be pretty cool. We'll see what happens there. Let's see what we got here. I had two more things. I'll skip that. Last big thing is for James. The director of Monster Hunter said in an interview that yes, he is writing scripts for multiple Monster Hunter movies.
He can go fuck off.
Hey, if any actress is gonna be able to pull it off,
it's gonna be his wife.
Yep. That's all I got for movie news really quick. I'll be right back. James, if
Sure, that put me in a sour mood.
I love you.
All right,
James?
so as I explained a little in the preamble before here, if that you can listen to on patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast. I forgot about news this week. I thought I had more, but it turns out I didn't. So, yikes. Yikes me. But the big things that I have, you guys know that company Take-Two Interactive?
I've heard of them, I think.
Yeah, you know, Rockstar Games and 2K.
I want to
2K
be a rock
Sports.
star someday.
Yeah.
I have
Everybody
Rockstar
wants
drinks.
to quote the great Chad Kroger of Nickelback. Everybody wants to be a big rock star. Living in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. Rock star.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut this little clip out real quick. I'm drinking this thing down here, and I'm gonna send it to Rockstar, and I'm like, "You guys need to sponsor us. Do you see what just happened? Product placement so hard, so subtle. Nobody even know it, but it happened."
Hashtag please sponsor us, Rockstar.
Or at least send us free energy drinks. That'd be great.
I hear
that happens.
Be like those big streamers where they have that big that little Red Bull fridge. That's the dream, man. Like, you don't even need to pay me. If you just give me like Red Bull energy drinks, I'd be happy.
Sponsored
I'd
by
be-
Madrinas. Not really, but now they give YouTubers fridges and shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what? If I just become
could
big
use a
enough
Dorito fridge.
that Microsoft sends me an Xbox Series X refrigerator like they did with Snoop Dogg, I'd be happy.
They sent
you didn't
Snoop
hear about
Dogg a fridge?
An Xbox Series X inspired fridge.
What?
Yeah. There's only 3 made. One went to Snoop Dogg, one went to whomever the fuck, I don't care, because it's not Snoop Dogg, and the third you could win.
I'm looking this thing up right now.
It came with an Xbox Series X cake and Forza donuts.
I want it.
Pretty dope.
I want this in my life.
It's all because
That's
everyone
cool.
was making fun. Everyone was making fun of the Series X because it looked like a refrigerator.
That's amazing.
That's the tagline for it was, instead of like their tagline for Series X was like "Power Your Dreams" or something like that. For the Series X fridge was "Power Your Memes."
I love it.
Yeah.
I posted it in our gaming section. That's great.
So
Looking beautiful.
Take-Two announces that they have purchased Dirt 5 developers Codemasters. So they've purchased Codemasters who've made a lot of racing games. But according to Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, we're exceedingly pleased to announce this recommended transaction with the board of Codemasters. In the announcement, he says, Codemasters has a renowned history of creating some of the industry's most beloved and commercially successful racing franchises, and we believe that their offerings will be highly complementary to our sports portfolio and enhance further our organization's long-term growth. Moreover, we look forward to welcoming Codemasters' senior management and development teams into our Take-Two family and sharing our vision to deliver the highest quality entertainment experiences and aim to be the most innovative, creative, and efficient companies in our industry. End quote. So that's pretty
Shit.
cool.
I found an article on the Business Wire.
Is it about the Xbox Series X fridge?
No.
Oh, damn it.
No. About the Take-Two Interactive Software reaching the agreement.
Yeah, does it give like a
Codemaster
figure
Group.
at all?
Take-Two Interactive Software announced this. Approximately 1 point. Talk about other stuff while I look this.
Okay. Hey.
I don't actually see
One of my-
anything on here, honestly, dude.
Oh, really?
I'll post the article when you get a chance to check it out, but this is a breadcrumb into where of this.
So what it sounds like is everyone's buying everything. One of my favorite games of the past, I would say, 10 years or so, was Sam & Max Save the World. It was an old Take-Two game that was a point-and-click reimagining, or I would say return to form of the Sam & Max series that LucasArts made back in, the early 90s? Late 80s, early 90s. Fun little point-and-click adventure game about a detective, a private eye dog, and his friend named Sam, and his friend who is also a private eye named Max, who was a psychotic rabbit. Great fun. Hey, Sam & Max Save the World Remastered is coming in December. It is a remastered take of the Take-Two Interactive classic, I would say. So yeah, that's coming out... it doesn't say. Oh, December 2nd. It will be coming to PC and Nintendo Switch. Coming to Steam and GOG. Anyone that has those on their Steam or GOG accounts that own the original version will be able to buy the new one for half off the $20 price tag. That's pretty
Is
neat.
this Sam and Max Save the World?
Yep, Sam Max Save the World. I love that game. It is a hilarious adventure. Speaking of new games, speaking of new games, there's a little company out there called AEW. They're a wrestling company. They
Yeah,
do
there is.
wrestling. They're the direct competitor to the WWE, and no, Real Sports, I do not want to get notifications on your website. AEW announces 3 new games, one of which is a casino game. The other one is a mobile sports management game. But the important thing is the third one, a console wrestling game. So this is being developed by Ukes, who is a company that made pretty much all of the favorite wrestling games of all time. They made a lot of the best ones, going all the way back to I would say the PS2 era wrestling games. I know they made all those. But they're a really good Japanese studio that really loves wrestling. So they're making a new one for modern consoles starring AEW. And it is apparently going to play using similar, it's going to play just like the old WWF No Mercy from the N64, if you remember that, Walker. Remember the old the best
yeah, I
wrestling
do.
game of all time?
What the fuck was it called?
No Mercy.
Oh yeah, WWE No Mercy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was fucking great.
Yeah, so hey, wrestling fans rejoice. You're getting another video game that's isn't from 2K.
Mhm.
They don't screw over the developers. And the last
Well,
thing,
no one's getting a game from 2K anymore for wrestling. 2K and
not for
WWE.
real.
Didn't they split up?
No, I think the 1-year hiatus because of how bad 2020 was.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it was.
So, hey, we'll get something in 2022 maybe. And late 2021. And the last thing that I have is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's been doing really well. According to a press release from Ubisoft, just 2 days after launch, quote, Ubisoft already has a reason for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a record breaker, sorry. Eivor's Viking Saga has already doubled Assassin's Creed Odyssey's day 1 player count.
Yeah, it has.
It is, quote, reached high levels of viewership and engagement on Twitch and YouTube that surpass any Ubisoft game launched to date, end quote. According to Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, in this PC Gamer article, they call it Yves Guillemot, quote, this paves the way for an exciting holiday with Assassin's Creed Valhalla set to be one of this season's biggest hits. And PC Gamer gave it a 92 out of 100, saying that Ubisoft's best Assassin's Creed to date. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is doing pretty good. People like it. Good on Assassin's Creed, good on Ubisoft. I'm glad they're all safe.
To piggyback off of that, as long as my mic doesn't fuck up, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is beating Call of Duty in sales in UK.
Wow.
Yep.
That doesn't happen too often.
Nope, not at all. And that's considered a extremely notable win for Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
Usually Call of Duty becomes the year's top-selling game. So for Valhalla to outperform it in any market is a huge achievement. But yeah, they are currently Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a UK's #1 best-selling game, outselling #2, which is Call of Duty.
Good for Assassin's Creed. Good for Ubisoft.
Yeah. And that's as of like 4 hours ago.
Also, over the week, there was a potential threat over at Ubisoft's office in Montreal. Yeah, there's reports of a hostage situation at their office.
What?
Yeah. So they have like I think it said about 200 employees from what I've read at that work there. Most of them are working at home right now due to Dave. But there was a few that were there voluntarily to work at the office, and apparently some absolute piece of shit human being swatted the Ubisoft office. From the reports that I've been hearing.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah.
There's a bomb. Get the police there, and it's all fake.
Yeah, it was a big hostage situation allegedly, and yeah.
That's so shit.
Real quick though, I hate that I have to say this, but if you swat anyone, you are the scum of the earth and you shouldn't be around the internet at all. You fucking baby child. And I hate you.
Nobody got hurt?
So, nobody got hurt. Thankfully, no one got hurt. But, yeah, fuck that person. They're a piece of shit. And I don't like them. Mic drop.
Bam.
True, man. It's
who
a
else?
dangerous thing. It's super dangerous to do that to people. Like, that is
Yeah,
wicked
yeah.
dangerous to do that to people.
There was one dude, I think it was like, what, 2 or 3 years ago, that
Got killed during it.
got killed because
What? He
He-
probably
he
what? He
was
thought somebody was
streaming.
robbing him or something?
no, he was streaming
Yep.
some game, and someone swatted him
As a prank.
and he as a prank, and he walked outside to see what the commotion was because there's a bunch of police officers and the SWAT team at your house because someone called in saying that this person killed their wife and child. And he walks out and
Hey,
he makes
guys.
a sudden move and people light him up. The cops light him up and he dies.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
They told him to stop
swatting
moving, and
is
he was like,
bad.
yeah, they're like, stop moving. They're like, what the fuck you guys talking about? And they're yelling things at him. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so he keeps walking, and then they shot him.
Wow.
Yep.
I bet that cop. You know what I've wondered about? Like, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going down that road.
Let's not get down that road.
Yeah. Like, God, that's a fucked up
Let's
thing to do. Don't ever like.
Very fucked up.
Yeah.
'Cause you literally
It happened to Tifu.
Oh, it's happened to many streamers.
Yep.
Ice Poseidon. It happened to multiple
I
times,
thought something
actually.
got passed where if you get caught doing that, like.
Oh yeah, you go to jail.
It's super
It's
illegal.
really big deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Super
huge
Yeah.
deal.
It's just like
Whoever
prank- it's just
reported
like
it.
Calling. It's just like prank calling. 911.
No, I
Yeah,
hear it's
whoever-
way worse than that. I hear it's like
It is.
literally
Yeah.
jail
Oh,
time
it's way worse.
or
Yeah.
juvie time. Like,
Yeah, if
they
you get,
don't dick with that.
because
I
yeah,
wa-
they trace the callback to see who did it, and if they find out who did it, that person gets fined and arrested.
Yeah, and now they have all kinds of science on it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, use a prepaid phone.
Dangerous, man.
Does anybody else got any news before I go?
I got a few things that I should be able to rip through real quick. I get the right menu up.
I think I know what one of your things is.
Oh yeah, I did. They'll be pretty quick. So new consoles come out. Yeah, pretty dope. But they always come out with a few caveats. For example, the Xbox Series X is having a disk drive problem where sometimes whenever you want to insert a disc into your new Xbox, your brand new $500, $400 Xbox or how much, it just doesn't suck it in and goes and just clicks. And
Or it makes a really loud clicking noise.
yeah, so
Hmm.
a few
My-
people have experienced that.
My favorite was the Xbox Series X having a terrible click, or the Series S, yeah, the one without the disk drive, was having a terrible clicking problem. That's not
Yeah, that
cool.
one doesn't make as much sense. Yeah, being that one doesn't have a disk drive, it's really just the fan or whatever. So
Still
it's
though.
not great that one has a ticking problem. Microsoft also reminds users of their new consoles to not vape into them. It might look cool, but please don't do it. It's bad for
Just
the
because it
console.
looks cool.
You can put a ping pong ball on top of it and have it float. That's okay.
That is cool.
So
Pretty-
stupid.
It's like that vine of don't vape on the fucking pizza.
Oh, it's been
wrong.
too long since that one is.
I know, right? But it's don't vape on the fucking Xbox.
Might look cool, might suck it up through, look like a nice vape volcano, but
Might break your system.
yeah, shit gets sticky, and apparently it could cause some damage. So don't recommend it. Microsoft put out a tweet reminding people not to vape into their Xbox and asking them to put down the vape and pick up the controller.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
That tweet was legendary. The tweet goes, I can't believe I have to say this, but please don't vape into your console.
Yeah, they were fucking. Well, my Xbox is overheating. Like motherfuckers, it's overheating because you're making it overheat.
Is it bad that the first thing I thought of when I saw that, when people were doing that, the first thing I thought of was like, that's something Nate James would do. That's
100%.
something fucking Nate would do.
I agree. 100%
I'd
agree.
probably try it once just to. I would notice that the thing is, like, if I read about it, I totally wouldn't fucking do it. But, like, if I bought an Xbox and it was just, like, setting it up and vaping and noticed and went and just right up the top, I'd be like,
Whoa!
Yo, that was right.
Yo, Dad, come here, check this out, man.
yeah, like, that's how that would happen with me.
Not just willingly. I'm gonna see where I can fucking put this vape smoke and
It's
see what
like,
happens.
I read on CNN earlier that Xboxes are breaking due to vapes.
Yeah.
Let's see
Well, that
how it
CNN
looks and
reading
why
they
the
do.
kids are doing it.
Yeah, let's fucking actually see if your theory's right.
Yeah, let's see if I can break an Xbox. Yeah,
How
no.
to throw $500 down the toilet in 5 seconds.
Yeah, so don't vape in your console. Away from Xbox, PlayStation is also having a couple problems with users reporting that their consoles are being bricked or it's quote unquote rebuilding the database forever and they
Yeah,
can
they
never
are.
actually play or do anything. There's also some users that are reporting that they go into their account and they try to re-download their digital games and it just sits there and says it's preparing or queues for download and never actually does. And so you're like, okay, sweet, I'll just cancel it, no problem. There's no way you can cancel it. You go into your order history, it's apparently not there or some shit. So there's never some way that you can fix it. The only way that users have been able to actually install their content whenever they have this issue is to factory reset it. Apparently it's been happening really common with the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, so the new game. Yeah, just beware. New consoles tend to have some bugs whenever they're put out to the public. That's all I
Also,
got.
Does happen
Also-
from time to time.
if you have a disc for a PlayStation 4 game that is PS5 enhanced, pro tip, make sure you hit the little 3 dots and say play PlayStation 5 version. Because it will auto default to the PS4 version
Very true.
after it downloads the new one.
Go through the process of downloading it, and it's like, no, we're just gonna play what's on the disc anyways.
Mhm.
I thought this was supposed
Yeah,
to look
it's-
so much better.
It's super dumb.
What do you got, Shredder?
Nothing. I went through most of it actually. I got all my stuff out of the way. Pokemon stuff, gaming stuff. Touched base on Grounded update. Look into that. They added like the koi pond and the fish and a bunch of armor and a bunch of other cool stuff.
Oh, they had finally added the head shield because there's an underground base in the water.
Yeah, it's the bubble helmet or whatever.
Ooh, does that let you walk underwater?
swim.
Yeah, it gives you an air tank basically.
Yeah,
Nice.
So that's kind of cool. I do
definitely have to check that out.
probably gonna play that one too. We should pick that up here soon.
It's been a while since I did a would you look at that on it. So
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Truth. But other than that, I don't really have anything so much for the news.
Well then
Podcast.
for myself, let's see what we got here. So, one thing here. So Hitman turns 20 this month.
wow.
Shit, dude.
And to celebrate,
insane.
10 Interactive Studios are commemorating an occasion by sharing moments that define the franchise over the years, as well as teasing an upcoming trailer for Hitman 3. They also announced that over the years, 70 million people have played a Hitman game.
Doesn't surprise me. Hitman's great.
There's a lot of them.
So yeah, November, the end of this month, it becomes 20 years old. Hitman does. The first one was in 2000. It was Hitman Codename 47.
Good game. Good, very good game.
Good game.
Good game.
Let's see what we got here. So going off with the Xbox Series X, Microsoft has confirmed that there is going to be pretty much a mass shortage at least until April or May. They basically said if you're trying to get one, the chances are going to be very difficult.
Good luck.
Sony has not come out and said what their response is to that, but it's probably honestly going to be the same thing. In 2021, we're going to get a crossover. X-Men and Transformers will be crossed over. They are coming out with a collaboration of toys that combines X-Men and Transformers.
That's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
are they
know, I
normal
think-
sized versions, or are they big robot versions of Wolverine and Cyclops and all of these other guys?
It doesn't say how big they will be, but it's part of a universal commemorative calibration. I mean, not calibration. Yeah, collaboration between multiple companies, and Hasbro is initiating this, and that you will have Transformer X-Men crossovers like you've never seen before.
I think I remember having a Wolverine toy that transformed into something else way back in the day.
Yep.
It could just be the Mandela effect, but I think I remember something like that when I was younger.
There was Transformers and Ghostbusters back in the day. They are now instead of Ghostbusters, it's X-Men. So it's kind of cool. So I should have put this with Xbox shit, but I didn't. So Xbox Studios said, and Phil Spencer has guaranteed that they will absolutely buy more studios with games, to add to their market. After the acquisition of Bethesda, they said that was just the start, and the sky is the limit as to where we will go and who we will purchase.
You know, that actually peters off into something that I read that was very interesting from, I think, Business Insider, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was either Business Insider or Forbes, where they interviewed PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan. And he was talking about the differences between Xbox and PlayStation, where PlayStation, they slowly develop in-house the studios that make the games. Well, Xbox just buys up these different studios. They don't make them. It's kind of like, this may sound weird, hold on, but it kind of reminds me of a lot of like WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hear me out here. New Japan Pro Wrestling tends to build their talents up in house in their own, their own what they call dojos, but they're wrestling academies. While WWE tends to buy the big names and just throw them in the ring.
Yeah, it's true.
With WWE being Microsoft and New Japan being Sony, of course. I think it's and Jim Ryan put it really, really tastefully where he said, "Yeah, both are fine ideas, both are valid ideas and ways of running the business, but I think long term, the way PlayStation has done it will be better." And it's shown when you look at like Metacritic scores and that kind of stuff.
So next we have the Golden Joystick Awards. If you're not familiar with those, it is one of the bigger gaming awards of the year, which is actually happening on the 24th of November, which is the day before, no, next Tuesday. So we're going to have a special podcast. I know we said this week, maybe do it next week. We have a special Game of the Year Awards podcast. So cast your votes right now. You can do that at gamesradar/vote/now/or basically just fucking Google Golden Joystick Awards.
It's in the gaming section of the Level Unlocked Discord.
It's long.
Yeah, it's a long ass URL.
But the Game of the Year contestants for Ultimate Game of the Year Award, the contestants are Death Stranding, Demon Souls, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, The Last of Us Part 2, Genshin Impact, Genshin, Half-Life, Genshin.
By Genshin.
Yeah. Genshin Impact, Half-Life Alyx, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, F1 2020, this is a weird one because it's like 3 days old, but Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Animal Crossing's New Horizons, Hades, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Crusader Kings 3,
A lot of games on here, man.
Ghost of Tsushima, Spelunky 2, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Doom Eternal.
Spelunky 2 will not win, but my god, if Spelunky 2 has anywhere near a chance, I will consider it a win.
Fall Guys, and Factorio, something like that.
Oh yeah, that came out to a full release.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that game.
I love Factorio.
I was a part of a speedrun community for Factorio that never really did anything.
Oh,
so
was that one where you were doing the racing game?
No. Well, that's different.
So this year's categories are Best Audio, Best Game Community, Best Family Game, Best Game Expansion, Best Gaming Hardware.
I don't understand why Death Stranding's on this year's Game of the Year.
Didn't it come out this year?
No, it came out last year. It came out
next generation. Like it came out on PC this year.
What month did it come out?
Well, no, because that still doesn't. Hold on.
What month did it come out? It made it miss the awards. Best multiplayer game, best new streamer.
November 8th.
So maybe, well, I don't know. Games just came out fucking 3 days ago. They're on this list, so. Best storytelling, best visual design, esports team of the year, mobile game of the year, most wanted game of the year. That'll probably be fucking Cyberpunk. Nintendo game of the year, Xbox game of the year, PlayStation game of the year. PlayStation game of the year, I 1000% guarantee will be Final Fantasy VII.
Ghost of Tsushima. It was a better game.
Didn't that come out in other things though?
What?
Didn't that come out in other things though, or only maybe?
No, that was a PlayStation exclusive, my guy.
PC game of the year.
Sucker Punch.
Continually still playing award of the year. I think that would be like Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14.
No, Fortnite.
Best gaming studio. and then Ultimate Game of the Year. So I think honestly, an underdog might be Fall Guys,
I
or
don't
how
think so.
big that got.
That doesn't matter.
So I have to log in, unfortunately, if I want to see the other. Oh no, we got it right here. So best audio. That's stupid. Best audio: Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, um, Paradise Killer, Call of Duty Warzone, Half-Life Alyx, Street of Rage 4, Resident Evil 3. Best family game: Animal Crossings, Fall Guys, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Microsoft, Minecraft Dungeons, Paper Mario, Moving Out, Clubhouse Games, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Best expansion: Control, No Man's Sky, Total War Hammer 2, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Final Fantasy 14 patch, Sims 4 Star Wars, Mortal Kombat 11,
That
The
was
Outer Worlds.
terrible. Fucking everybody was like, "Why is there a Star Wars expansion for a Sims
Yeah.
game?"
It's because they were inspired by the Star Wars ride at Disney.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not even joking. Not
Like,
even
translated
fucking
directly
joking.
into a game.
Yes. You can go and be friends with Kylo Ren. The
Uh,
best character from that trilogy.
Best gaming hardware: the PC Engine Mini, Oculus Quest 2, the Razer Keshi mobile pad for xCloud, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080. Yeah, it's fucking weird. The Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 2 headset, and then the Vulcan 120 Amano keyboard. Yeah.
Yes. Is this headset a better gaming peripheral than this graphics card?
Best multiplayer game: Fall Guys, Warzone, Animal Crossing, Deep Rock Galactic, Tony Hawk, Dark Pictures Anthology, Moving Out, or Valorant. Best storytelling: Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Kentucky Route Zero TV edition. I don't know what that is.
Is
Parad-
that came out this year?
I guess so.
That came out last year. Holy shit.
Paradise Killers, Hades, If Found, Esports Game of the Year, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, League of Legends, Valorant, Fortnite, IndyCar Racing, CS:GO, FIFA 20, Modern Warfare.
And our winner is Fortnite.
Yeah, our winner is Fortnite.
Mobile
shit.
game.
So Kentucky Route Zero originally came out in 2013. Holy shit.
Oh, wow. Nintendo Game of the Year. We got Animal Crossings, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Do you even need to go over the other ones? It's Animal Crossing.
Well, you do have Super Mario Bros. All Stars, Super Mario Bros.
No.
35.
No.
That's true. It's gonna be Animal Crossings by far.
It's Animal Crossing, hands down.
Best PC game: Paradise Killer, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Hades, The Walking Dead: Saints and Sinners, Crusaders Kings 2, Valorant, Half-Life Alyx, Death Stranding.
I hope Death Stranding, but I know that's not gonna win.
PlayStation Game of the Year: Last of Us, Noah 2, Neo 2, Ghost of
That did not
Tsushima.
come out in 2020. Fuck off. That came out back in like November of last year. That does not deserve to be on this list.
Final Fantasy, Iron Man VR, Spelunky 2, Dreams, Fall Guys.
Please. Dreams came
Xbox.
out last year too.
This one I don't really get.
This sucks.
Xbox Game of the Year: Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. That came out for everything. Why is that specifically Xbox Game of the Year?
What exclusively came out on Xbox?
I don't know. Maybe something else, but I don't think anything.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah. Well, check this list out because all these are everything. Deep Rock Galactic, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Bleeding Edge, Minecraft
Ori
Dungeons,
and the Will of the Wisp. If that doesn't win, I'm fucking rioting.
Wasteland 3, Yakuza 0. Tell me why. That's Xbox Game of the Year.
Okay, so we have Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Tell Me Why that were Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, That's funny. They
If
have.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp does not win, I am fucking rioting right now.
I would. The game we're still playing of the year: Final Fantasy XIV, Sea of Thieves, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Pokemon Go, GT, Grand Theft Auto Online, PUBG, and Minecraft.
Okay, it's either going to be Fortnite or GTA Online, but if it's
What about
I
Pokemon
know
Go?
it's either going to be GTA Online or Fortnite.
I don't know, man. They
Uh,
generate a
But I
lot of
want it
revenue.
to be I want it to be Final Fantasy 14. Don't get me wrong, even though I haven't touched it in months and I'm still paying for it, but I want it to be that. But I
Uh,
know it's not going to be that.
so last one, the most wanted game of the year. The most wanted game, I should say. Hitman 3, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, Halo Infinite, um, Resident Evil Village 8, Deathloop, Horizon Forbidden West, um, Ender, uh, fucking hate me. Elden Ring, Gotham Knights, God of War Ragnarok, Starfield, or The Medium.
Ooh, I think it's going to be either Dad of Boy Ragnarok or
Medium.
no, definitely not the Medium. That is too niche. Um What was like
Halo 3,
two
Hitman,
who was the two before Ragnarok?
Gotham Knights, Elden Ring,
Elden Ring.
Horizon, Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's either going to be Elden Ring or Dad of Boy.
I would say probably Ragnarok too. That's gonna
Or
be huge.
Dark Horse Horizon Forbidden West. That's the Dark Horse.
Isn't that Horizon Zero Dawn? Is that the next game?
That's the sequel, yeah.
That's what I thought. Last couple things I have: Minecraft Dungeons crossplay goes live on the 17th, which is today. So if you have it, you could play with everyone across all the platforms.
That's
It's
kind
pretty
of cool.
good. I did a would you look at it on it.
Yeah.
I have it downloaded.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's Diablo but with Minecraft.
That's cool.
So just a heads up, I know we've been talking a lot about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Do you guys remember the big issue that the last Call of Duty game had?
Was it cheaters?
It was cheaters.
Hmm.
And guess what?
What?
This game has been out for 3 days, and it's already infested with cheaters.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So already to this point, they have banned multiple, close to what they were estimating, over 100,000 cheaters, including people making your cameras flick so you can't aim assist cheaters, and wall hack cheaters.
Okay.
They are implementing significantly more security measures in this game than they did the last game. But unfortunately, because the game is so new, they haven't defined all the bugs, and it basically is you go to play online, there's a good chance you may be playing with somebody that's hacking.
Well, that's fun.
Yep. Which sucks.
Yeah, that does. That really does.
So Capcom, somebody supposedly had a data breach in Capcom in early November, and it resulted in customers and employees of the company potentially having their personal data released to the public.
Oh no.
Through that hack, they found a little something about the new Resident Evil Village game, which doesn't have a release date. So in the hack, they dug through the files, and it looks like the release date will be either April 2021 or October 2021. It'll be one of the 2 months. Capcom has not come out and confirmed this, but through people basically digging through the files that have been released to the public, that's what they found. We'll see. Is Demon Souls out yet?
I
No
I
idea.
don't know.
James froze.
Demon Souls. I
Yeah.
will look it up.
Oh yeah, it was released on the 12th. And it came out exclusively on the PS5, and they said that eventually it'll come out on Steam for the PlayStation. So if you want to play it,
That's pretty neato.
James. See frozen on your guys' screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's so mad right now.
The last piece I think I have is that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you guys remember, a couple months ago they released the Battle of the Gods, which is the first sequence in Dragon Ball Super. That's where Goku learns to become a Super Saiyan God, where he faces Beerus, the god of destruction. They are continuing this arc and going on to what is now the next section of Dragon Ball Super, the Frieza saga, where Frieza becomes back alive and becomes Golden Frieza, and you reveal that Goku and Vegeta become Super Saiyan Blue. Basically, the next step in the progression of the Super Saiyan God form. That is going to be released next week.
That's the
actually,
update.
Yeah, that's the newest version. So basically, you have all of Dragon Ball Z, and now you have the first two arcs of Super. And they said they will basically continue this all the way through the very end of Dragon Ball Super. So they said this game is going to have a lot of progression throughout the next year, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That is
Good to
fun.
hear.
So I want to text James really quick to see if he's good. And get to
I could do that.
some releases here. I like you updating the news thing. That's fucking awesome. Schroeder.
Yeah?
I like that. Like in the moment thing. Fucking, I like that. Some good shit.
Yeah. I'm just grabbing shit as you guys talking about it.
Well, while we're waiting for him, let's get this some movie releases. Starting today, for those who are listening on the 17th, you have season 18 of NCIS. You also have the new season of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Jane Lynch is the new host. That's kind of cool. You have also today coming to Disney Plus the holiday special. It's the Lego Star Wars holiday special. Basically, it's a remake of the holiday special that came out for Star Wars years ago. That'd be cool. Also today comes out Mewtwo Strikes Back. It is the animated movie that came to Netflix last year. It is now coming to DVD and Blu-ray today. That's pretty cool. Going through. There's a game called Firefighting Simulation that comes out today. What? Being a firefighter is not a simple job like any other. It is calling. Experience firsthand the daily challenges of American first responder and firefighting simulator. Players and firefighting enthusiasts alike have a long wished for a game like Firefighting Simulator. They will be able to play out the gripping rescue missions of a U.S. American fire unit, either alongside a single player or they can play with their friends in multiplayer mode to save buildings, houses, and the city. Originally licensed U.S. fire engines, authentic fire equipment, and great variety of other content will be a delight for a virtual firefighter. That's pretty cool. Basically, you and your friends can become firefighters and save the day.
There you go.
It's on PC.
Hmm.
Also coming out, what do we got here? What day are we going to? The 21st? Don't really have much anything there. The new season of Jersey Shore comes out on the 19th. Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Sounds awful. Animaniacs season 1's coming to Hulu on the 20th.
Hmm.
So
they have-
three. It's the original.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh no, it's all new episodes. It's brand new episodes, and it's a whole new take on the show, season 1, with the same characters and voices.
Cool, man. If
I
they can
remember
pull it
watching
off right, that
Animaniacs.
would if they can pull it off right, I think that'd be really funny. That was one of my favorite shows back when. Good
Yeah, mine
idea,
too.
bad idea. That was my favorite. Pinky and the Brain came from them, didn't it?
Yep.
Remember the
Back
pigeon
what
show
happened.
too? There was the pigeons.
Yep.
Show was dope.
What else we got here? Nothing. Sonic the Hedgehog comes to Blu-ray and DVD. On the 24th. That's next week, but still. So James is having some technical difficulties. If someone wants to go to releases and talk about the games,
Let's see. I can.
much
Pull it up.
appreciated.
Yep. So in our games category, it loads. Starting November 17th. I think didn't you already go through the games here?
No, those are the movies. If you go to the top on your calendar and just click all games, it'll
Yeah.
just filter the games.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Firefighter Simulator for the PC. That's why I brought it up. After that. Four Kings Casino. Get your casino on Xbox One. Switch has Star Renegades coming out for the Switch and the Xbox. Walking Dead Bridge Constructor. It doesn't even say what that's coming out for. It just says game.
Oh, it looks like everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Let's see. November 19th, we're looking at Poker Club. November 19th, Kid Trip, as well as Brawl Cheese. Games are coming out for the... I've done this before. Brawl Chess, not Brawl Cheese. The Switch. What else we got here? Katamari Demacy Reroll? That's coming out on the 20th for the PS4 and the Xbox One. We're looking at Micetopia, the PS4 and Switch on the 20th as well. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. That's coming out for the Switch.
It's got Link in it.
Yeah. On the 20th as well. It looks like most of these are for the next three are for the 20th. Brawl Chess, Xbox One. Diablo. Season 22 for Diablo 3. That begins on the 20th as well. Cave Digger for the Xbox One. And then on the 23rd, we have World of Warcraft Shadowlands. On the 24th, Monster Truck Championship for the Switch.
Good shit. Awesome. I don't know if James, his icon's here, but I don't know if he's still here. But while we're waiting for him to see if we can fix it, let's run around the room right quick. And where can we find everybody? What are we going to be doing? Start with you, Mark, again.
Oh, sure. You can find me make any kind of content if I end up streaming or making videos or something on YouTube and Twitch at MarkDude701. Who knows? We'll see. How about you, Jeff?
Yeah. Tomorrow, are we got a bunch of random stuff going on this week, I think. Tomorrow night, I'm thinking about doing a little bit of Pokemon gaming because it's a community, or it's a spotlight hour. So I'm gonna have a bunch of things to get rid of. Wednesday, I think I'm gonna toss Hellblade up, try that one out, or re-record that one, anyways. And then Friday, probably Thursday we have the Battle Royale with Cheese, and I'm not sure what I'm doing for the weekend. That's what I got going on. Other than that, shoot, I don't know. Are you guys? Do you guys have any anything specific you guys are trying to do this week as a group?
No, not really. Definitely play some Overwatch. I know a bunch of us have Call of Duty, but I definitely have to get something where all of us can play. I know you guys were playing Pummel Party the one day.
Dude, that game is pretty fun.
Definitely something I'd be down to play. Get a group of us to go.
Yeah, for sure. And Dude, I don't know what I did, but like this part of my hand has been in so much pain for the last like week and a half.
Really?
I feel like I twisted the shizzle out of it.
Yeah, I
But
don't have much though.
okay, well, dude, we
Definitely,
should
definitely want to do something.
yeah, maybe even pick up Apex, man. Play a
Yeah.
couple rounds of that with you. I know that's kind of like your jam. You seem to be pretty damn good at that. Um, but yeah, that's about all I. Other than doing whatever we might come up with you guys, I don't really have anything else planned. I was thinking about maybe Friday or Saturday doing a movie, like
Fucking do it.
just for our like, we'll invite Jeff, from the Patreon, and then I have a couple Patreon cats, that hang out in my area, and then if you guys have any, like kind of the kind of closed off group thing, I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah, of course. I'm definitely down for that.
Something like
100%.
But other than that, I ain't got nothing else planned. But you can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Splash Green Gaming. On Facebook and the Instagram, it's Team Splash Green, and on Twitter, it's going to be Splash Green G. I have been trying to update those things a little bit better. Trying. Comes in waves, it seems.
What about you, Mark?
I already talked, bud. How about
Oh, my
you?
bad. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're on you. It's on you, buddy.
Myself, Captain Geach 15 on everything. You can find me do my thing. I got to start streaming again because I have the followers. I just need the
Time.
time, and then I had to average the 3. So once I get that, I know for a fact I can become an affiliate, which would be fucking awesome. But you can find me and everything on the good old Captain Geach 15. James still seems to be having some difficulties. But you can find him on most platforms, either Jimmy Noodles GG or Jimmy Noodles Gaming. I'm not sure which one's which, but I know those are his.
Well, it looks like
Those are his names.
At least on the Level Unlocked Discord page, it does appear that most of his stuff is still people I hate. But if you're interested in checking out his stuff, his amazing content, amazing stuff, you guys need to check it out. It's on our Discord under the crew section.
Okay, it is.
And if it's wrong, you need to update that shit, Jimmy. You need to go in and fix it.
And for us at the podcast, as always, you can find us at the Level Unlock Podcast on all the platforms and LvL Unlock Pod on the Twitter. And if you'd like to become part of the Patreon, you can definitely do so at patreon.com/Level Unlock Podcast. And we will see you bright and early, issues galore podcast next week, episode 94, right back here. And you guys have an amazing week. I was combining great and amazing, a grazing.
All of those wonderful things. Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, folks.
Night, night.
Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.